bro.
really,
He's
really,
not
he's
like
been good.
the difference
This-
between a championship. He's not even close.
Swung on, hit in the air to right field and deep. It is high. Mosley takes it all the way. Bryant for the win.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to your favorite sports podcast, Shirts versus Skins. We are here today with a banger of an episode because, as you all know, we have the Euros coming up, Euros 2024 coming up. So that's going to be a very exciting segment. We're going to talk the NBA Finals, which are going on right now as Ahmed's attention is there. Hopefully, Dallas can inch one out. We'll talk about it, though. We'll talk about it. And we'll get into combat sports and maybe into a little bit of content farm. Not really much anything going crazy this week that we're not already covering in the episode. But I think first we should definitely start off with the NBA Finals. How it's going so far. I don't know who you guys are supporting. I think when we did the episode with Andres and Eric, it was with the Sports Fellas podcast. I don't know who. Yeah, that was a great fucking episode. Who did you guys have winning the finals? I think we all agreed Boston was a great team, and I think we got the news that Kristaps Porzingis is going to be back after we recorded that episode, which changes changed a lot.
Yeah.
Did we know?
Like
we changed a lot.
Yeah.
But now he's injured again, so it bounces back. You know what I mean? What do you guys think so far? Boston took first two at home.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
I mean, yeah, Boston's up 2-0. Not surprising, like you said. I think the way they played is surprising. I think they completely were the way better team. Surprisingly, even with Tatum. Well, not even surprisingly anymore. With Tatum playing not as up to par to the way he's been playing this season. And they're still finding ways to win. So, you have to give credit to the team. We've said it all year that they're the most stacked 7-man rotation in the NBA. And I think that's all you need in the playoffs at the end of the day without injuries, of course. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Dallas, down 2-0 at Dallas, back home. I think story of the whole series is KP. Like you touched on in the beginning, that he was injured throughout the playoffs, got hurt against us in the first round. Obviously, Boston didn't really miss his presence as they made it to the finals, but of course, adding him during the NBA Finals is huge. I mean, he's a good player. He's a good rim protector. He can spread the floor. He can get buckets for you, and it showed in Game 1. I mean, he came in to hype the crowd up, did what he had to do, and Boston won that game easily. Game 2 was a little different, a little bit more competitive game, but of course, at the end of the day, Boston still found a way to win. So 2-0 going to Dallas, it looks good for them. On Dallas's hands, of course, you look at Luka Doncic has been dealing with injuries the whole playoffs, has been playing at a crazy level. I think he's been the best player in the playoffs so far. I mean, obviously they made it to the finals, and he's been putting on performance after performance after performance. He's been a sensational player. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport. Luka Doncic, whether he's playing amazing or not, you're gonna need everybody else to show up, especially Kyrie Irving, who's been that second. Who I've said, Luka's been 1A, Kyrie's been 1B this playoffs. He's not putting up the same stats as Luka, but the impact on the court for sure has been the same level. And Kyrie Irving hasn't been playing as he should, as he has been.
Yeah, definitely in the finals.
Definitely in the finals, and of course, I think a lot of that has to do with the whole Boston Celtics, the whole Boston city. There's just something about it that just gets into Kyrie's head, and throughout the season, I've been praising Kyrie on that he's let those things like not get to him. It's just been playing basketball, so it's kind of disheartening to see this happening in the NBA Finals in the biggest series of the year. But at the end of the day, you have a chance going back home, going back to Dallas for these next 2 games to settle down, just get your mind right, forget about all that other bullshit that you had to deal with, just play basketball. And Dallas has been an underrated crowd these playoffs. They are loud. They are into it. So this could be a great opportunity for Dallas to get something, get some momentum, build it up, win game 3, go game 4 with the crowd into it. You win two games at home, series is tied up. You bring in that momentum to Boston, and it's very vital for Kyrie Irving to just do what he has to do, get that momentum, especially him, like I said, going to Boston, and then you could potentially get a game there. But it's long series. It's a great team. For the series, I had it Boston in 5. I still see that going. I think if Dallas loses one game in Dallas, I think the series is over, personally. But we'll see. We'll
I
see.
think you make a good point. Before we go to Med, I think you make a good point in the momentum shift for sure. But I also think not only is it a moment if they win these 2 games at Dallas, it's a momentum shift in their favor, while at the same time the bad news about KP being injured kind of
Right.
demoralizes the squad, obviously. So they can really easily
In a
go up
sense.
3-2 come that 5th game in Boston if they
Yeah.
come out to play, if Kyrie shows up. So definitely these are 2 must-win games. Like they need to treat these 2 games as game 7s because they
100%.
cannot lose a game here. I at least don't see this happening where they lose a game here in Dallas and then go on to win like game 7 or something. I
That's
do
hard.
not see it happening. It would be
That's hard.
crazy if that happens.
It would.
I just don't see it.
It would be.
Yeah. Just going back to game 1, I thought KP had a 8-minute run where he pretty much just took over the game, and
The
then
game was
Jaylen
done.
Brown. I mean, like KP really. I mean, he was out for like a month, and to come back like that in NBA Finals,
Yeah,
his
that was
first
crazy.
big time moment in the playoffs. I mean, that was as a Knicks fan, it was kind of like bittersweet. It's because I've always said he's so talented, so good, and he's like he's not just an all-star. He's like he's what Giannis and those guys. Like he's as talented, if not more talented. He just can't stay healthy, and as you see it again. But yeah, I thought KP in game 1 was huge, and then Jaylen Brown pretty much just closed the game, and it was wasn't really close. Game 2, it was close. Tatum again struggled to really, just get going. He's driving, but he, not getting, the calls that he usually does, and he's getting a little frustrated. Um, but yeah, I thought, like also, I mean, what an underrated, like it's kind of underrated. Like that's a huge call that they missed. I thought on like PJ Washington with like under a minute left. That's like just going under the radar. Like nobody talks about it. That's a huge call right there. And I thought it was a clear foul. Just watching it from like over here. But yeah. Game 3 obviously like we have to assume that Dallas is gonna win here. They have to at least win game 3.
Have to.
Game 4 is also like the same situation, but first you have to get game 3.
That's it.
We'll see what happens. Dallas crowd. I don't know about you, underrated. Like they've always been crazy. Going back to like 2011, I remember when they knocked out Lakers. That shit was like avalanche, bro.
I feel like we haven't seen it in a while. Then being this rowdy.
I mean, also don't forget the opponent. The opponent plays a part in that. So like if you're playing the Lakers, with Kobe Bryant, you're talking about way back, right? Like when you say like they've always been crazy.
To 2011.
Yeah. I mean, like when you're playing the Lakers, obviously people are gonna show out. They might even be
Well,
Lakers fans.
against the Clippers, it was fucking nuts.
So
Like,
So I just think it's a well known that like they're a pretty crazy crowd.
I don't know, man. Be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
There's been a lot of like talk though about Tatum and Brown. I mean Tatum has really struggled. Like let's call it what it is. He's not playing well. I've always thought like it was Tatum's team, and it was like no debate around it. But I think like Jaylen Brown has really made it like it's I still think it's Tatum's team, but it's like closer than people think, and that's all I'm gonna say. Also, just going to game 2, Drew Holiday was absolutely insane in that game, bro. He was like the perfect role player. He was everywhere, getting rebounds, assists. He was crazy. And I'm not like I've been very like vocal that like Drew Holiday. I just I think I've seen too many times where he's like breaking shots and stuff. But he's a winning player, so that's all that matters. He finds ways to win still at his age. I mean, he was talking about last year, like retiring. Now he got like his 2-year extension. So, he found a good place in Boston. So
You
we'll see
think
what happens in Game 3. Good.
you think the Bucks regret it? Drew Holiday
No.
bouncing
I,
for
I
Dame.
don't
But for
think so.
Dame,
Sort of.
No,
well, I
they
mean, bro,
don't.
they had to do it for Giannis. Like Giannis was gonna probably
Yeah.
do like get a
I
trade
mean,
or something. So
I mean, Ahmed said it well. I mean, you go look at his Drew Holiday statistics throughout the playoffs at his time in Milwaukee. It's not that good. There's been a lot of times where this guy's shooting like 36% from the field, 30%
yeah, I
from the
see.
3-point line. There's been a lot
Westbrook
of
shoots.
times where he's the reason why they lose. I mean, don't get me wrong. Drew Holiday's defense is one of the best in the NBA.
And no,
But
but he was in the regular season. He used to get torched up by point guards, bro.
right,
That's just
right. I mean, but
I've been
yeah,
saying
that's the
that for a
thing. I
while.
mean, a lot of it comes down. A lot of people like to point out the series against the Portland Trailblazers. Funny enough, where him and Rondo they took care of Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, and they always like to point out of that. But you go
Yeah,
look
but
at listen, Drew Holiday's stint throughout the time in Milwaukee wasn't the greatest, but they still found a way to win a championship. So, you have to give him credit. Obviously, in Boston, it's a different situation. He was a third option in Milwaukee. Arguably, in Boston, he's a fourth option.
fifth.
Could be a fifth if KP is healthy and he's playing at his best. Derek
For sure,
White, Jalen
fifth.
Brown, Jason Tatum. So, he
Oh,
found
I'll tell you.
himself in a good situation. So, respect to him.
Shout
I
out
think
Derek White, man. Sorry to
Derek
cut you off.
White's a very good player. Obviously, former Spurs. He's elevated his game. Me as a Miami Heat fan, I know that for a fact. He loves to kill us, but he's done a great job. But I think regardless, of the talk with Tatum or Brown, it's very interesting. It's very interesting because I wouldn't call myself a Tatum fan, but I'm very vocal in defending him in the sense I've always thought it is Jason Tatum that's the better player, and I still believe that. But I've never seen a superstar player, which I think Jason Tatum is. I think he's been playing like a top 5 player throughout the regular season and the playoffs. I think he's been the second best player in the playoffs behind Luka Doncic, who I said before.
Do you,
But
think he's been the second best player this entire playoffs?
100%.
Okay, I don't know about that.
I think he has. I mean, listen, they're in the finals, so
We
you
know,
look-
like we
look, everyone
agree
talks right.
that he's still better than Brown. That is still his
Right.
team. But we need to how like they always say, oh, he's a superstar and he's a star and this, and then you lose count. So like we got to keep count. Everybody says, oh, he's a top 5 player. No, he's not, bro. No, he's not. He's
Play
probably
like
like
it, at
closer
least in
to
my
like
opinion.
10. He's closer to 10 than he is 5. So let's go through it right now. If like we have to keep count. Is he better than Jokic? No. Giannis? No. Luka? No. Shy? No. There's one more guy I'm missing. That's clear. I think Embiid. You take Embiid or Tatum.
Didn't
Well, I
have this
mean,
conversation
but
last
now,
week?
but now this is the thing, right?
Bro, you taking Brunson. I'm
I'm
taking
not.
Brunson.
Yeah,
Anthony
well,
Edwards.
we had
Coach
this
Anthony
conversation
Edwards.
revolving around
Anthony
Brunson
Edwards.
last time.
Bro,
So
hold on. Let me ask you, Anthony Edwards or Tatum?
Anthony Edwards or Tatum? Give me
Yeah.
Jason Tatum.
Oof.
Okay, but he's probably but I just listed like
I don't
clear
think
5 guys, maybe in that 6, 7.
I'll tell you this. I can name you probably
there's
only
older
3
guys.
players. If you compare, now we have to take into account the playoffs, right?
Of course,
we have to
like,
take
that's why
that
Jalen
account.
Brunson is like
But
right
when you're
there.
talking about Giannis
Come on now.
Antetokounmpo, this is the second year in a row where he's been injured in the playoffs, right? Which has
Yeah.
hindered his team. So now I'm taking that into account. Jason Tatum's been consistent for his team. He's been there, obviously, against Game 7 where he got hurt. He still played, even though he wasn't the greatest against Miami. But I'm looking at that. I think there's only been 3 players better than him in the NBA. Jokic, Luka, Shai. That's it.
Like when this year?
Yes.
You're out of your mind, bro. He's not better than Jalen Brunson this year. Like what Jalen Brunson
But
did
he
in the
has.
playoffs,
They've been the best
like,
team in it.
bro. No, yo,
arguably
we
in
like
the
no.
NBA.
I'm not even as a Knicks fan, as an NBA fan. He's not better than Jalen Brunson. That's
What
not
about
even,
Joel
like
Embiid,
this year.
man?
I'm saying
Embiid's
Joel
been
Embiid
hurt a
is not
lot,
better than like
Yes,
but like well, bro, like
I mean, of
Joel
course,
Embiid's a
when
better
he's
player.
playing, for sure, when he's
Bro, he's
playing.
already
But,
did it
but like
against
we
the
said,
Knicks,
we're
bro.
talking. But now we're talking about the season, and I'm also taking into account the playoffs. He's made it to the finals. He's putting up stats. He's doing what he's doing. This series in the finals is definitely something that's very worrying. And that's what the point I was trying to bring up. I've never seen a player that's considered a superstar play bad and his team wins consistently without him playing at his best. I've never seen an NBA player ever where that's been the case for him.
All right,
So that's
do
why
you
you're
think
putting Jason Tatum in such a weird
Do you think
situation now.
that is because
I think
Tatum is
maybe-
not
maybe-
necessary? I mean, this is kind of like a double-sided
It's
thing,
definitely
really. It's a
right.
double-sided coin, but is it because that team is so deep, or is it
Yeah.
because Jason Tatum isn't necessarily
The team is just so deep.
a crucial piece to the team?
The team is just so deep.
So like,
and
who
also
could you
I'm
put
gonna give
in place of Jason Tatum that would give you the same results?
Bro, I think
Like
I
the
would go
worst
against your
player,
point, but,
the
like,
worst player you can think of to replace Jason Tatum, where you still see the Boston Celtics going to the finals.
The
Honestly,
worst
that's
player?
the worst
Paul
player you
George.
can think of. The
Mikal
worst
Bridges.
player. Ooh. So
And,
you
like,
think this
and
Celtics team with
and the
Mikal
only
Bridges?
reason why I say Paul George, because Paul George is like, you know, a Hall of Famer, but like
Yeah.
he's a little older now. Like right now, Paul George.
Okay, but
Maybe
Mikal
they
Bridges
can
is
get
a
to the
pretty
playoffs.
fucking crazy answer, if I'm being honest. You think you put in Mikal Bridges
Mikal
instead
Bridges.
of Jason Tatum? And I
With
love his
Jalen Brown,
game.
that team. First of all, like
They make the
defensively, it's
finals.
not close.
Wow.
Defensively, it's not close. Well,
Okay.
and that's a
Yeah,
huge.
I
bro,
agree.
Bro, you said he's a like top 5 player. Mikal Bridges is like top 35,
Top 30. Okay.
40.
Yeah. I'd say 40, 50 maybe.
I don't know. I have to look at the list, of course, but
I don't know. That's kind of and I like Mikal Bridges. I respect him a lot.
All right, so
I
give me
feel
one.
like- I feel like-
you give me one guy,
Now,
bro. You
but
give
this
me
is
one guy.
The worst player you
Jimmy
can think of
Butler.
to go. It's
Jimmy
a pretty
Butler.
interesting question, right?
Jimmy Butler's different. When Jimmy Butler's at his best, he's better than Jason Tatum, in my opinion,
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
and he's proved
agree.
it multiple times. I
That's
mean,
crazy because Jimmy Butler, like, come on now.
Nah,
It's
you
like,
put Jimmy
oh,
Butler
we
in the
don't count.
Celtics
Okay.
team, they still make the finals. 100%.
bro, Jimmy Butler at his best, he's shown it consistently. Was dropping
That he can't win a
40.
championship.
Can't win a championship, and I'll put him in the Boston Celtics. Now we're talking about different
Yeah, bro,
scenarios.
you put me
Worst
and
team-
like
Oh,
what makes it
see,
the
but
first
now-
round?
but now that-
No, I'm
Okay,
kidding, I'm
there's
kidding,
the
I'm
answer.
kidding.
The
I'm
worst
kinda
player.
crazy.
The worst
No,
player you can
I'll
replace
say
Jason Tatum with.
who
Ahmed.
the worst player, who I would
No,
think
but I gave you like I gave you
I like
one
Bridges. I think Bridges
option that's like,
is
you know,
interesting. Obviously,
Mikal
you know, a
is
guy
good.
like for sure. I mean, I'm thinking, you know, I like a guy like Franz Wagner. I mean, he's a very interesting
wow.
player. You
let's
put him on
relax now,
Boston.
bro.
I mean,
So-
he's
so-
been
Bro,
really,
he's
really-
not
he's
like
been good.
the difference
This-
between a championship. He's not even close to that.
This is really putting.
I
This
think-
is
I
really
think,
putting
like,
Jason Tatum on the
Wagner-
spot right now.
Wagner's better than Mikal Bridges.
Oh,
He is.
I think.
I don't
I think. I think regardless of who the answer is, both of those
yeah, bro.
answers.
Like you keep exposing yourself every single sentence, bro.
I think both of
Franz
those
Wagner.
answers put Jason
Maybe
Tatum.
like I'll draft like if I'm a GM, yeah, I'll take Franz because he's younger or something. He's not a better player than
I'm just
than
throwing
Mikal
names
Bridges
out.
right now. You're out of your mind, bro.
Well, he is.
You say that right now because you know Mikal is coming to the Knicks or something, bro. You
This
behave
guy.
yourself, bro.
I like
on now.
Mikal Bridges. I'm actually a big fan of him, and I would like Brooklyn to keep him. That doesn't mean I think he's been playing better than Franz Wagner. Franz
You are
Wagner's
still
a
yet to
very,
give me one player,
very-
bro.
Mikal Bridges
legit-
in first.
You
and
think
5
Brandon
first
Ingram?
rounders.
Brandon Ingram.
No.
Yes. Brandon Ingram's a great
100%.
player. 100%.
No,
Brandon
he's a good
Ingram.
player.
You
No.
don't.
On
You don't
the
think
Celtics,
Brandon
they still
Ingram
make
can
the
do
finals.
same thing Tatum does, bro. And
No, that's
like,
not the
really?
question, Ahmed. That's not the
Brandon
question.
Ingram, no.
He
You don't
doesn't
think-
have to
bro,
do
I
the
think
same thing,
Brandon
but is
Ingram-
he bad enough that he won't make this team go to the finals? That's the question.
No,
I think you
no,
put
no.
Brandon Ingram
Yeah,
in
I
this
agree-
team and they still make the
I
finals.
agree with you, Yoni.
I disagree.
I don't know about the.
Definitely
Yeah, I
not.
mean, if everybody gets hurt, yeah, they're
disrespectful.
going to the finals, bro. If Jimmy Butler is healthy, I don't even know if Jimmy Butler and Scary Terry.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they get the first round, bro. Come on now, bro. If the Knicks are healthy, I'll take our chances.
Mhm.
The Pacers
I
were
mean,
giving them work
The Pacers were giving you guys
without
work.
Hallie.
All right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
when we got nobody like on the bench,
oh,
bro.
there we go.
Let's
Stop
move
I guess-
on.
yourself, bro.
Like I said,
any-
I
any-
just
Yeah.
I just want to say about Tatum, it's just he's a very tricky. He's a weird case. There's a lot of players like that, like Kevin Durant. You know, I love to defend Kevin Durant, but of course, you know, I still think he's like a top 13
No,
player.
you
of
cannot
all-
compare him to Kevin Durant because once
No,
you
I'm
put
talking
Kevin
about
Durant, not only did they win a
No.
championship, they dominated.
No, no, no.
They're
I'm
not
not comparing.
dominating,
I'm not
in my
comparing the
opinion.
situations. I'm talking
And
about.
he played phenomenal.
I'm talking about in the case of defending people, but there's just something weird about them. You get what I'm saying? Kevin Durant, like I said, I think he's a top 13 player of all time, top 5 scorer of all time. But there's just something weird about his legacy where, he's been to Brooklyn, he's been to
He
Suns, and it's
still never won
kind
the
of felt.
championship as the main guy, which is
That's what I'm
crazy for
saying.
a player of
Well,
his caliber. He's
I
he's the
do.
only player of his caliber ever.
That's what I'm saying. And I do think he's won a championship as the main guy in Warriors, but that's a whole different scenario because you had Curry, you had to join them. That's why it's kind of weird. But it's the same thing with Jason Tatum. You're not playing well, and your team's about to win a championship. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Criticism is valid in that sense. Do I think Jaylen Brown's better than him? No. Do I think he's been better than him in these playoffs? I don't think so. Still, maybe by the end of the series, we'll see what happens. How well he plays
And
consistency
the
when
finals, yes, that's all that matters.
in the finals he has for sure. I
And
agree
this
with you.
is
I
not the
think
first time as well. This is the second
I
time
think
in the finals that Brown has outperformed Tatum.
that's true. That's what I'm talking about. This case of Jason Tatum is very weird to me, and they lost against the Warriors, so there needs to be some criticism about that. In these finals, I think the best player has been Drew Holiday. It's very close. Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, very close. Can go either way. I think it's Drew Holiday for now. We'll see what happens. Like I said, still early. Drew, Brown, White, KP, then Tatum. And I think there's
No
a little
Luka in
bit of a. Well, I'm talking about for the Boston Celtics. I mean, Luka's been the
Oh,
second
okay,
best
okay.
player in my opinion. But in terms of the Boston Celtics, I think it's been Drew, Brown. There's a little gap. There's Derek White, KP, and then there's a gap, and then it's Jason Tatum. And when you're arguably the best player on that team, it just doesn't
Okay,
look
but do
well.
you give him credit for like being like a ball handler and then finding
Who?
the guys and stuff,
Who?
and for rebounding? Tatum,
Who? Tatum. Yeah.
Tatum, because he's
He did.
doing the other stuff.
I mean, he hasn't been.
when
He
he's not
hasn't been atrocious. I think he's
defensively.
been.
I don't think he's been like as good as Brown or White. He's been probably like, bro. He's
I think
arguably
Tatum's.
not only has he not performed, he's arguably right now the weak link in that starting five,
I
which is
mean,
crazy.
I get it.
I mean, bro,
Yeah, yeah. In the finals, yeah. I think Tatum's an underrated defender. Honestly, I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does.
He's
He is.
overrated defender.
He is. I mean, people like to talk about Jaylen Brown. I mean, Jaylen Brown's a great on-ball defender, but his off-the-ball defense is like he's the biggest ball watcher in NBA. It's one of the worst I've ever seen. Honestly, I've seen it against Miami. It
I mean, I
really
listen.
bad.
I've always said there's like 6 guys in the whole league that really play defense.
right. That's the thing.
So
For sure, you want to call him overrated. I kind of disagree. I think there's a lot of people that think what you think. So, in my opinion, that's not really overrating someone. When a lot of people believe in what you say. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think Tatum's has a good series, but when you're looking at the level of this guy, what's his role on the team? He hasn't lived up to expectations. Now, has he been better than Kyrie? Probably, to be honest. So, but I mean, that doesn't really say much.
in
Kyrie
Boston
hasn't
is
been.
like
Maybe Kyrie's been bad.
Something about that. There's
Not
something about that.
horrible, bro.
No, Kyrie's been horrible.
game
Ky-
2 is better. But
In
still
terms
bad.
of
Kyrie's
expectations,
been horrible.
sure. In
No,
terms of
Kyrie's been horrible.
expectations, sure. bro.
I'm the biggest Kyrie fan. You guys know it. I'm not. He has not been good, bro. I'm not giving him no anything, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do that, bro.
I don't know, it hasn't been good.
He hasn't been good, and he has a
So-
chance to prove himself because he's done it
In-
before.
In other news, in rather unfortunate news, really, Jerry West, the NBA logo.
gotta be
passes
unfortunate.
away. What?
I said it don't gotta be unfortunate.
What do you mean it don't gotta be unfortunate?
Like it's he wasn't like 40 years old. He lived an unbelievable
That's true.
life.
Okay,
get that.
okay.
Now
I thought
now,
you meant
now
like
we
who
tell people
cares?
how great he was.
I see somewhere on Twitter
True.
some guys like, yo, he'd rather die.
No,
than
I'm
see
the one who sent it to you guys.
Oh, he'd rather die than see the
See
Celtics win
an-
another title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's people.
I'm just laughing
Oh.
because Tigu's face when you said it don't gotta be unfortunate. He was like, "What?"
That
is
was
this gonna
crazy, but
say?"
then he kind of like.
No, it makes sense, but
Yeah.
like,
But so it's when someone passes away, it's kind
yeah,
of unfortunate.
It's
bro.
unfortunate that he passed away.
Of
Yeah.
course, but I said it don't have to be.
That's true.
you know.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't
Whatever.
say it's not.
Okay, so
unfortunate.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. The NBA.
Bro,
so
he's the
what?
logo.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
logo, bro.
Man.
Like that's it. That's all you gotta say about him.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's way more stuff. Like bro, he's not even NBA players. One of the great college basketball players of all time. Hurts me to say because this guy is a West Virginia guy. Obviously, the Syracuse, we don't really fuck with those guys. Then what he did in the league, like if we're being honest, like his NBA career, like it's hard to not look at his losses because I think he's 1-8 in NBA Finals.
Right.
Uh,
Playing with Wilt
but
and all
bro,
those
like
guys.
he was I think the first Finals MVP. In a losing effort. That's like a very
That's
famous thing.
insane.
Hey,
Um,
I'm pretty sure that was a fact on the trivia. I think, or maybe I didn't
Potentially.
add it. I was gonna
Maybe
add
one
it.
day. Yeah, maybe one time.
Yeah. Obviously, he did win NBA championships. He did win one NBA championship. He had some great battles with the Knicks back in the 70s. No, I mean, and then what he did after his career, like maybe the greatest, or he's right up there. Like in terms of like squad building. I mean, he's built not only like great teams, one of the all-time great teams. Just look at the resume. Look at the Showtime Lakers. Like he was the one that traded for Kobe and signed Shaq. Then you look at the Warriors. He's the one that saw Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and said this is special. I'm pretty sure he was also there. Like when they got Kevin Durant, maybe.
Yeah, he
Then
was.
he was also involved with Memphis, and Memphis people don't understand, bro. They were going to the Western Conference Finals where like Zach Randolph was the best player on that team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just all time great. And like we said, bro, he's the logo. He will forever be like known, immortal. Yeah, legend of the game. And he was like, bro, to pass away like during the NBA Finals, a guy, bro. I seen the stat that he was involved in 17 NBA Finals.
It's crazy.
He was
At
involved
9
in
as a
what?
player,
Say it again.
he was involved directly. He was directly involved in 17 NBA Finals,
Amazing.
which is
That's
that's a
nuts.
ridiculous stat, bro. Ridiculous.
Right.
9 as a player and then 8 as either as GM or whatever he was.
President.
So crazy, bro. Yeah, I don't know what his title was. Advisor.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, he was in control of like the teams. He made the moves. He did what he did. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think you said it well for sure. Jerry West, outside of just him as a player, because you know how great he was, easily a top 5 point guard of all time. If you consider him a point guard, I mean, a lot of people say shooting guard. I
he's a
mean,
two guard. Clearly two
right,
guard.
right. I
But
mean,
one of the best like combo guards. He was the
right,
first like
right.
combo guard
Right.
at that level.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, honestly, I'll consider him a point guard to be fair, but whatever. I think he's a top 25 player of all time. But outside of that, everybody knows the logo, the this and that. Him as an executive of the NBA, I
That
mean, the
alone is
guy
like all
that
time.
alone is this guy might arguably be the greatest of all time. I love my guy Pat Riley, but the way this guy's constructed teams
Nah,
from
it's
from
it's
from
unbelievable.
building teams. It's like you said, the Lakers. From the '80s to the
The
great '80s.
Clippers, bro. Even the
Yeah,
Clippers.
that's what I was gonna say. It's funny because Jerry West was the one that hired Pat Riley. He's the one that drafted Magic Johnson, brought Kareem, James Worthy. Then the early
James Worthy, I was
'90s
gonna
where
say,
they
yeah.
had Vladdy Divac, then get Shaq, then Kobe to the point where you even made the case about the Memphis Grizzlies. He built the team. He built the Pau Gasol when he's there that did go to the what you call it to the Lakers later
Lakers.
on. But he built that team to be able to be that early 2010s team that you're talking about, the Zach Randolph, the Marcus Gasol. He added a
And
foundation,
Conley.
so for sure.
Kevin
And of
Prince.
course, what he did in the Warriors, I mean,
Oh yeah.
built one of the greatest teams of all time. Then went to the Clippers, reinvented, like changed that whole franchise. That was a big get when they got Kawhi Leonard. They got Kawhi Leonard after winning a championship. That's insane. That's a crazy pull power that he needed
And they took
to
him away
do.
from the Lakers.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know if that's true, but
No,
I'm pretty
the
sure.
Lakers wanted him.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know if, I don't
and
know
he
if
wanted
Kawhi,
to go to
Kawhi
LA.
was ever
So
gonna go.
Right.
Yeah.
So for him to do what he did, recruit Kawhi, make that deal for Paul George. A lot of people, obviously in hindsight, it didn't work out as well as you wanted it to do, but that was a message of intent for him to build that
Nah, I mean,
Clippers
yeah,
team. So
you always do that.
he did what he did, and even before that, the Clippers team were there with Doc Rivers, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin. They were there when they were the. I've always said it. I've always thought on paper they were one of the best teams in the NBA. They just never lived up to the in the
Bro,
playoffs.
and, and I think like I don't know if this is true, but if I would guess who has the most wins in the last 10 years, it might be the Clippers in the
Could be.
regular season as a
Oh, I
franchise.
don't know.
It could
I
be.
don't
I
know.
mean,
Bro,
bro,
they're
maybe.
winning every like
They
bro,
had
one
they
of
had
the
like a
last
2-year bout
since
of
even
like
bro
where they were
even
kind of shit.
even
Since they
bro
got
even that
Chris
one
Paul.
year that they didn't make the playoffs, they took
Right.
the Warriors to like that almost
Yeah.
like crazy
Yeah.
Warriors team to 6, and then they got Kawhi. So like, bro,
Right.
they're
They were there.
Celtics like
They
same
were
shit with
there.
them.
You know, I think those teams underachieved a lot. So, that's just a
Yeah.
testament of how good of Jerry West is in that aspect. It's unfortunate when I heard it because it's kind of crazy because he was still working. You know what I mean? He was still part of the Clippers organization. He didn't leave. So it's unfortunate for the Clippers organization. They're gonna have to deal with that. His family, everybody. It's unfortunate for sure.
He was on
Sucks,
the
but
Paul George podcast just like last year,
right, yeah, that's crazy.
and he was like, fine, but
But that's life. But like Ahmed said, he lived a good life. He lived a very fulfilling life.
absolute
One
legend.
of the greatest at what he did, a legend. He'll be immortalized forever as the NBA logo. So, rest in peace, Jerry West.
Yep.
And-
Yeah,
not
man.
again.
You wanted to add
No,
something?
not again.
I was just gonna
Well
move
said.
on to the next section. Speaking of good coaches, honestly, Dan Hurley, Connecticut, right? UConn,
Yep,
whatever you
UConn.
want to call it. First of all, I will preface this by saying, are we sure 100% that these rumors are true about what happened
Yeah.
with the
I mean,
Lakers?
that's the only
Yeah.
reason why I want to talk about this. That's the
Okay.
re- like
Go
because
ahead,
why
Ahmed.
it's
You want to
probably-
break it down for us?
First of all,
Exactly what
first of
happened?
all, yeah. Listen, I in the
I
last
don't know
couple
what you're
years,
talking about,
I've
so.
I've kind of like tailed off college basketball, and not have been locked in.
Yeah, because Syracuse
But
sucked.
but a huge reason, yeah, that's probably a huge reset. I mean, I still watch them, but huge downfall coming back now. A lot of 4-star recruits, 5-star guys soon. But a huge reason why is like watching UConn not only win but absolutely dominate. Like I've never seen a college team before like dominate big teams and big schools. And Dan Hurley, I think, is unquestioned the best college coach and like right now around. Not even close. Like he's on a total different level. Um, and anybody who knows like Dan Hurley and the Hurley family, like, listen, I'm not even saying this as a Knicks fan. If he's going to the NBA, he's gonna stay in the East Coast, and his first choice is gonna be, yo, I want to be the Knicks coach. That's what people are saying he's waiting for. He wants to be the Knicks coach. That's what I've heard. Now, for him to leave a chance to go to a three-peat because UConn have won back to back, have a chance for a three-peat. I think hasn't been done in my lifetime. I think Florida. I remember went back to back. That was I wasn't even like really locked in, but obviously back then. But I think this is going back to like UCLA, John Wooden stuff. Like legendary stuff. So if they win, like to take that chance away and go to the Lakers and coach aging LeBron and all that, nah, that was not real. Which is why I want to talk about this, because how like for the Lakers to do this, I got no problem with that because this is probably a ploy to maybe for like to lower the price for the other guys or whatever. I don't really care about that, and to steal headlines from the Celtics and NBA Finals, beautiful, beautiful. But Woj versus Shams. That's what we got to talk about. Shams said JJ Redick, right?
Right.
And he never reported on Dan Hurley. He's even said that's nobody's ever talked about that. So Woj is like making up stuff, in my opinion.
Really?
Maybe he's like beef. He's like close with Dan Hurley, and he's like doing him a favor.
Maybe.
But like that's also like you can't do that, bro. Like you cannot just because you're boys and make up a whole thing.
I mean,
I
to
don't
be
know
fair,
if they make
that's
up because they didn't meet and stuff like that.
That's
but
what Fabrizio Romano does for a living.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, he does.
They use it. I mean, listen, that's the thing about Wojnarowski. I mean, I've told people this all the time about him. At
You
least,
can't be serious like that.
at
bro.
least Wojnarowski's probably the best there is. But there's certain things where he likes to put his own his bias
Flair
towards.
twist.
I think Woj has consistently been a super anti-Laker guy. I mean, you look at a lot of his reports, you see what he says on ESPN. There's been a lot of moments. I mean, I can't really think of it now, but there's been a lot of anti-bias, anti-LeBron bias from Wojnarowski. So for him to report stuff like this, that the Lakers got rejected, it probably helped. I mean, he was probably like, okay, let's do it. But I do think that offer was real. I think even JJ Redick came out and said something about Shams. Like, I think it was kind
Yeah,
of like
I know the
cryptic.
offer was real, but like
It was very cryptic about what JJ Redick said. He's like, Shams, I'll worry about him later. Like, I don't know what the fuck that means. I mean, it is weird. I mean, I don't know why the Lakers are why this whole coaching search is as, you know, tough as it is. I mean, but it kind of makes sense. You know what you're dealing with. You're dealing with LeBron James, and what LeBron wants is what LeBron gets. I mean, it's such a
I have
weird. It's not a smart job to take, and I think Dan Hurley did an absolutely great job. There's no
absolutely.
reason for
JJ
him to
Redick
leave
is
right now
he is
when
gonna
his
take the
stock.
job.
It's very. It reminds me a lot of like Chabi Alonso in the sense that why does he need to leave his job right now that he's doing great at to go to, in Chabi Alonso's case, the Liverpool, where you're coming in a very tough situation, coming in to replace Jurgen Klopp, who's, excuse me, as great as beloved as he is, as great as he done with Liverpool, coming in there when your stock is at your highest to potentially lower yourself so bad that your reputation is destroyed. That could
call him a
be a
fraud
cost.
and shit like
They
that.
call him a fraud. We've seen this with Graham Potter. Graham Potter was legitimately like the highest rated manager that I've heard
Yeah,
for a
but
very long time.
that's what
Because
English
he's Englishman.
managers like or
For
media
sure.
always does.
For sure. So I don't really want to get into that. It's the same thing with Dan Hurley for him to leave this UConn job where he's on the case for a 3P. His stock is at its highest. He's probably getting paid a lot of money to stay there at home, comfortable. This, that, to go to the Lakers where you're one, it's not
He
college.
owns
You're going
college
to,
basketball.
exactly. But at the end of the day, there's still somewhat of a transition that you need to do where a lot of these great college coaches never did, dude. And it goes throughout the sports from collegiate to professional. Who was Rick Pitino when he went to the NBA? The dude was a fucking disaster.
Celtics, yeah, disaster.
Billy Donovan. There's a lot of these guys you
even
can talk about.
Calipari went to the Lakers with the
Calipari, right? Something like that.
with the Celtics with the NBA.
Yeah, something like that. These are great college guys. That doesn't mean you're going to be a great NBA player. And for Dan Hurley to take his first job as the Lakers with LeBron James, and after LeBron's last time, this guy, you don't know much longer this guy's going to stay here. I get the money's good. I get it's LA.
One draft.
Doesn't make sense.
No, but
and
listen,
he's bouncing.
Doesn't make sense.
bro. I have no question that Dan Hurley is gonna be a good coach
He could be.
at
I
the
mean,
NBA
listen,
level.
there's guys
He
like
will.
Brad
No,
Stevens.
he can't. He
You
will, bro. Like even Billy Donovan, I think is a solid NBA coach, and he's like
I mean,
he's
he's all right.
pretty good. Oklahoma and Chicago, like it's not his fault that they don't.
Unachievable.
They get sure.
I
But
mean, you can-
like just from his track
Chicago.
record, Dan Hurley, like he will be a good NBA coach. That's just like
that
he's
should
a
have been-
winner.
I mean,
He's
I don't know.
that good. Um,
Let me
he's
ask you a
bro,
question.
Some
The Villanova coach, I forgot what his name is.
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright. What about him? You think his transition to the NBA would be good?
I think so because bro, he's got like a level of cachet and like swag, bro, that he's just like calm, cool, and collected. Some guy, bro. Do you remember like the old Michigan coach John Beheim, something like that, bro? When he went to the Cavs,
Yeah.
and he was trying to like scream at guys, bro. He was trying
Can't
to
do
scream
that.
at Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love,
Yeah.
guys who won an NBA championship, right?
Yeah.
Play at the highest level, and you, some 80-year-old
Right.
coach coming from college, gonna be screaming at them. No, that's not gonna work. Dan Hurley knows that, bro, and like these guys know that now. It's a new day now. Like you can't even, bro. Tibbs is like the worst coach in the NBA, like voting wise. Like they all hate him because he gets on their players and stuff. So
Right.
it is what it
It's
is,
a whole
man.
different environment. Like I said, I remember. I think for a college coach, as crazy as it does sound, it's if it's that, I don't know how to say it. You have to like take an assistant coaching job before you take a head coaching job. It doesn't matter how great
Just to
you
see
are.
how it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's just my opinion. I just don't trust them. You know, as great as a manager, as great as a
It's
coach you
definitely
are,
a different dynamic
it's,
for
yeah, but
sure.
it's a
Because there's so
huge-
many
it's not
things
just
that
like,
come
bro,
into
you have to
play.
It's
understand,
just
like,
not about the basketball on the court,
but
bro.
that's
There's
not
so much
realistic.
you have to. But that's what I'm saying. It's not realistic. You know, I mean, I look at a guy like Kevin Ollie. I mean, when he was at UConn, won a championship there. Where is he right now? I think he's at the Nets as assistant coach.
Head coach. Oh,
Head
he's the
coach.
assistant.
He was in the interim, right? Wasn't he? Didn't
Yeah,
they fire?
interim. I don't know if they made him. I don't know if they hired
I don't know.
anybody. Did
Yeah,
they
yeah.
hire
When they
anybody?
fired, no, not yet.
Jacques
when they-
Vaughn.
Yeah, when they fired him, he's been interim coach, but he was assistant coach for them for a while after leaving UConn. So stuff like that. I mean, this guy's won a championship, like you
No,
said.
but
Not
like,
as prestigious as Dan Hurley, of course. I mean, this guy's, two
he
times.
has some
better
like scandals,
he's on-
bro. That's why
Does
he
he?
like left. That's why he left
Does he?
UConn. I think if he didn't
I
have a
remember
scandal
that.
and
That
stayed at
was a while
UConn,
ago.
he probably would have had some NBA offers.
But
Stuff
like
that.
stuff like that is just I think you need to find a way to transition to understand the environment and stuff like that. And then you're able to do that. That's why a lot of these coaches fail. So I think I mean, the way I looked at it, if he was going to go to the Lakers, he would easily be a scapegoat for how when they fail or when they don't win a championship. So I mean, he's better just staying at there, maybe potentially taking the Knicks job a
Yeah.
little later on. So I mean, even that is kind of like it's a little tough that.
Well, I mean, not like this Knicks team is like good,
I know,
really good. So
I know,
he's
but
like,
the
built
team's
for
also
him.
built
But, we'll
built
see what happens.
for like Tibbs more than anybody else.
Yeah,
Right?
but
I
Dan
think
Hurley
the
is
Lakers-
like the next tips.
Lakers should hire Rajon Rondo,
Better.
in my personal opinion. But
I mean, I think I've always said it, man. Before what's his name? Who's Atlanta?
Or even Rondo's kids don't like Rondo as much as Yoni.
I've always told them that if they were
no,
smart,
Rondo's
they
going to be a great coach, but he should. I agree with Tiku in the fact that he should take on an assistant coaching job or something, which he
But that's what I'm
basically
saying,
had
but-
at the tail end of his career at every team he played for. But
who Rondo?
yeah,
Oh,
Rondo
oh.
was pretty much the assistant coach
Oh.
at the Hawks and the Lakers. Honestly, if you think about it, deep
I
down.
said the Lakers.
Ask fucking Rick Carl about this guy.
I always said
Dallas.
when Quinn Snyder was available, I thought that would have been a good fit for the Lakers. I mean, a guy like Tyronn Lue would have been amazing for them. Just somebody that's able to handle egos.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd, guys like former NBA players, former guys that know how to do stuff like that, would be exciting. So I don't know what head coach would be good for them. JJ Redick. I
Bro,
mean,
they
that just
have
seems
to
like
look-
LeBron. Like, hey, LeBron, we love you.
What about LeBron player coach? Would you do that?
LeBron would never do
Yeah, I
that
don't
because he would never want to get that criticism, bro. He knows what he does. He
Bro,
loves
you
to direct
crazy? That's so
all the
disrespectful.
all the criticism to the head coach. That's what he's been doing his whole just in LA. I mean, how many coaches have they ran through? So
Yeah, where are we at right now? Vogel, Lamb. I think there's somebody
well,
else.
hey, Luke Walton.
Luke
Luke
Walton
Walton,
was there?
Vogel, yeah, Luke Walton, he was there the first year. And that's understandable because he's really not a Luke Walton really wasn't that good.
Yeah, that was
Disaster.
pretty.
Yeah, I mean,
let's
obviously-
Even though he had a great run with the Warriors. Remember he was like 41-3 with the Warriors?
Yeah.
when,
yeah, he
Steve
was a
Kerr
fucking
like, hurt?
monster.
Yeah,
for a
it was
bit.
Luke,
All right,
Vogel, Darvin Ham.
let's move on
great.
from
And
basketball.
Vogel won an NBA championship, bro. That's crazy.
And then
the
they-
bubble,
yeah,
but still.
yeah.
Well, that doesn't count. But anyway, let's move on to the Euros. All right, let's
get it.
lock in. Let's talk
Vamos.
about it.
Oof. International football, bro.
Here we
Right
go.
around the window.
It's back, baby.
So, how do we go through this?
Let's go. Let's
Um,
go group stage. I mean, let's
All
do
right,
the group.
Let's go group.
let's-
Let's go group by group.
group
how
by
about
group, and then we'll just go directly
Group by
to.
group. It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Well, how
Yeah,
you
well-
want to go? Group by group, real quick, bro. 2 minutes. We don't got to spend 40 minutes talking about Frank
yeah.
Vogel and
We'll see, bro.
Darvin Ham.
This guy's gonna
But
be talking about Albania for a good 17
I promise
minutes.
you,
I
I got
won't.
nothing
Time.
crazy to say about Albania.
I
Promise.
mean,
I don't blame you, bro. This
Group-
is Albania in the Euros,
Group A.
and you're guaranteed like 3 excellent games. You know,
Yeah.
it's facts.
Yeah.
I wish I was there though. Not gonna lie.
Group A.
Germany?
Let's talk about it. Group A. Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. I think this is a very easy 1-2 group.
Is it?
And then
you really?
Yes.
Who's the
1-2.
1-2?
Germany, Switzerland. After that, doesn't really matter. Maybe probably Scotland.
Yeah,
though,
I mean,
'cause
listen,
they're riled up.
sometimes you can't overthink it. But I think, listen, Hungary and Scotland, if they come, if Hungary are hungry, if Hungary, I don't know,
Haha.
like they,
Horrible joke.
I would agree with you, but like Switzerland have not been good in the last couple
Doesn't
matches.
matter. They're a
It's been
solid
pretty
team, bro.
pretty poor actually.
Granit Xhaka is on the
It's
on
like
the
the only guy
prime
you
of
can
his
name on the
life,
team right
bro.
now. No, like Shaqiri's playing
prime of
MLS.
his
You know,
life.
This
So
is the thing. This is the thing. The Switzerland have relied a lot on Shaqiri, especially in international tournaments for a long time. I think this would be the first year where he starts to show his age, his ability to go down, and that doesn't mean that Switzerland don't have a lot of good players, which they do. I mean,
Mbolo
like you
still on
said,
that
in
team.
Bolo, there's a lot of good players. They're a very underrated team still, regardless of what people
So
say. But I don't have them as second. I have them as third, and I think they do go forward as a third place team. But mine is Germany first, of course. Great team, probably gonna go deep into the tournament. They should. But I got Hungary finishing second. It's my opinion. I think this Hungary team is good. I think there's a lot of good players. I think they're ready for a. I think this is the tournament where a lot of these players show out. Uh, you know, you have a guy like Zabos, like I think he's like that X factor kid. He's the guy that he needs to has a big tournament for them to do well. I mean, they have Orban as a defender. They have Nagy as a midfielder. They have Kirkis as a left back. Gulachi. There are a lot of good players on that team. They're good,
they do have a
well-rounded team.
solid squad. You're right.
They're a very underrated team. You need
Third
to
place.
watch out for them. I have them finishing second. I have Switzerland third. I have Scotland fourth. But it's a difficult group. Those are all good teams. Even Scotland, bro. Even Scotland with
I
Scott
think
with
on
Scott
paper,
McTominay.
Scotland. I think on paper, Scotland are like probably the second best team on paper. No,
Sure, I mean,
Scotland.
listen,
Bro, you look at like
it
Joe,
could.
like
In the
There's a lot
group,
of-
we
McGinn,
talking about in the
McTominay, and
tournament.
Gilmore is in midfield. Then you have Tierney and
that team is
Robertson.
good. You have Scott McTominay being bro. He
Shea
scored
Adams is
six.
on that team. No,
He scored 6 goals for them. Yeah, Shaq. 6 goals for them in qualifiers. So it's a
Who?
tough team. Scott McTominay for
oh
Scotland.
yeah, no, he's a monster.
Been a monster for them. So
Yeah,
it's
he
it's
fit-
a it's
he-
a
he
difficult
runs their
group.
system.
It's not as easy as you think it is, but I mean, I think it will go Germany, Hungary, Switzerland, Scotland. Obviously, Switzerland go through as one of the top third place teams. So, yeah,
I'm gonna
Interesting
go
group.
with Germany and Scotland, and I'll go with Hungary
Wow.
third. Switzerland. This is the end of an era.
could
Great
be.
run.
It could be. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised for sure.
Moving on, Group B. Oof, a
Group
little personal.
I think this is the easiest group to talk about.
Definitely not.
I think
I
none
mean,
of these
to me,
teams
yeah.
are good.
Oh.
No. This is the group of death. I love it, bro. I love competition. I
I
love being
like it. I mean,
Shit,
Let me
it
just
man.
tell you
I
something
like
though.
it.
Like you know how obviously you as like into Albanians clear underdogs, but I talked to like some Italian fans and they're like, yo, Italy's like no, I mean Albania's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Like they play similar to us. It's gonna be like a a war. So especially that first game, it's gonna be pumped up.
The way I tell this to everybody else, the way Albania play will give any team group trouble. Because the way
Yeah,
they
like,
play is kind of similar to how Morocco played. They're very compact. They're very hard to score against, but they'll counter you and you would not even know what's coming. And we have a lot of fucking big time playmakers on that team. And you can see it throughout our qualifyings. Finished top of the group, tied with Czech Republic, of course. But we scored a lot of crazy goals. And we could pull that out the hat. We could surprise teams. The way I have it is, even though it's a tough group, I have it Spain topping it, which Spain to me this year is as crazy as it is sound, it's a very dark horse team. They can easily go to the finals. I really do believe that. Obviously, there's a lot of other greater teams than them, but their teams to watch out for. They can easily surprise a lot of people. Same way Italy last year. Croatia, I have them finishing second. I think a lot of people are going to underestimate them. They're going to finally be like, oh, this team's going to age and this and that. I think they're getting
better.
younger.
We're talking about they're getting better.
That's what I'm saying. They're getting better. They're having younger players that are becoming factors for them. And Luka Modric, regardless of what you want to say about him, is still performing at a high level.
Yeah.
I have Croatia finishing second. Third place, I have Albania finishing third place, moving on as one of the top third place teams. It'll be a shocker, but not to us. Shout out to my
Can I
boys.
just say?
Regardless, go ahead.
People don't understand. Albania is gonna be a home team, bro. They're gonna have so many
Yeah.
fans in that stadium.
You don't
I'm telling
understand.
you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No,
There will
no,
be
a lot
more
of
fans for
Albanians, Germany.
exactly. Turkey and Albania will be home teams. They are not
yeah.
away. In
If you're
Germany, they will have
Turkey
so
too.
many fans. Turkey and Albania
And-
will be so supported by the fans.
Potentially Austria.
They're gonna.
and-
And that plays such a
Mm.
big part, especially in a tournament like this. Like I always say, I think home and away it plays a minimal factor, but nothing crazy. But in a tournament,
Bro, England went to the
when you're
final
playing-
last one.
yeah,
and they
when
were
you're
basically home.
But now imagine being a team
Well,
like
they were
Albania.
literally on.
You show up to Germany and you're flooded with fans. The whole stadium's red and black. You
Yeah,
you don't
it's
know
gonna be
what
amazing.
that does to you, right? In tournaments like
Yes.
this, where it's a set
Especially a
venue,
young team.
It's gonna be scary.
it makes a big
It's-
difference.
It
So.
makes a big difference. And like you said, I do agree with you on that. And also, you need to understand that
Maybe in a different group, but not this group. You know, this is
I think we're gonna
All
get
pedigree.
a nice little Costa Rica esque run from Albania. We're a tough team. It's gonna be exciting. I think Yoni made a good point about it being a home team. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be crazy. And people don't understand how great those Albania fans are. They're gonna sing the whole time. They're gonna enjoy the time regardless of what's gonna happen. I mean, we're happy to be here, but we want to get something from it, man.
That
Let's
that
I'm
go.
gonna
camera's
go-
gonna that camera's
And
gonna
obviously-
pan
I'm
to
gonna
a
go
couple
with
Albanian
A
girls.
couple
too.
baddies.
I'm gonna go with
Couple baddies for sure. And Ahmed, before you go, Italy, fourth place, the winners, the champions, the defending champs. As crazy as it is, I'm just not Spalletti. I'm not impressed by him. I'm not impressed by this Italian team. It's just I feel like they're gonna be very, very disappointing this year. It's just I got a feeling. I mean, no Verratti. Chiesa's coming off a torn ACL. He's not at
Verratti, bro. What are we talking about?
Verratti was
Gives a
one of
shit.
the Verratti was one of the best players in the tournament last year. I mean, last time.
4 years
You
ago.
thug.
You know,
You
Was
thug.
that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Where
Stop
is he
it.
now? And
Stop
Qatar?
it. They have Fratesi now coming to replace him, bro. Like
yeah, and he's a
it's-
way
it's-
better
it's-
player.
and it's not than Verratti.
See, yeah, for him right now. Like,
Well,
wake up,
obviously
bro.
now, but I'm saying
That's
obviously
all that
now
matters right now.
because Verratti. But I'm talking you. The last time they won it, you had to play like Verratti
Bro,
in the midfield.
That guy
They don't
left
have that
to
guy now.
swallow, and they and now like they're relegated. My guy. That's how impactful that guy is.
Well, it's not really him. It was
Verratti.
more so Berardi, who's hurt. Yeah.
You think-
So-
yeah, okay, bro.
Yeah, Berardi was the way more
Okay,
important
bro.
player than Fratesi, bro. Let's be legit. Anyways,
and
this
and
Italian
now
team
and
is
now
still good.
now Inter Milan are just dominating. Like never seen before.
No, they never won it.
Coincidence?
No, they never.
Not
Oh,
like
no,
this.
they
Not
didn't
like
just
this.
make it to right. So they didn't
Not
just
like
make
this.
it to the series, the Champions League final last season.
That wasn't Inter, bro.
No, but
that was
dominating a
Internazionale.
whole league.
Idiot.
Like the way they did this
Stupid.
year, like they were, they won the
Okay.
league like 3 months ago.
and they
my guy.
won it. They won the league like 2
Anyways,
years ago too. So, anyways,
back to the real world. I would love for Albania to go through. Truly love it. But it's
I don't think you would,
like,
honestly.
they were given
think you
a
would.
pretty like
because
a
we'll
tough-
talk shit about how we're better than Algeria.
Oh, like
That's not
I-
gonna happen.
I got a lot
I
of
can
No, that
Albanian
never.
will
friends,
happen.
I can
bro.
never
Like,
claim
it's not
that.
just
I
you
think
guys.
Algeria is one of the most underrated.
Great, and they didn't even
footballing
make the World
nations in
Cup.
the
Not
world.
really. Algeria right now is like shocking, but
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
not that
right
good.
now. I'm talking
Still
about
got
in
it.
general.
Respectfully.
I think
I'm not even being.
Algeria
I'm
is
not even trying to be a
baller, man.
dickhead. No, they have a lot of great players, but I mean, Algeria now are not even
Yeah, right
have
now,
kind of
yeah.
fallen off. I mean, they were winning
no, like we're
AFCONs,
not about
like
falling
nothing.
off. Like we're still gonna get back to the World Cup. That's all that matters.
I hope so.
Let's
Let me just-
we're
Anyway,
we're spending
Honestly,
so much time on
honestly,
this.
It's really a
Go ahead.
shame that Albania and Kosovo just don't combine the players, bro. I'm not saying combine countries.
Yeah.
Relax. Combine the players, bro.
No,
Can you
combine the
imagine?
countries too.
They have, bro.
Wait.
Kosovo has
If you want to
players.
get political.
SBS goes political.
You guys, I don't know about you, but yeah. Listen, they were very unfortunate that they got this tough ass group. I think Italy, if anybody's gonna shit their pants, it's gonna be Italy. So, unfortunately, I'll go Italy out of respect for their coach, out of respect for they still have some good, obviously solid players. I'll go Italy third, Croatia first, actually to top group because they just own Spain for whatever reason. Spain second,
Fair enough.
and Albania unfortunately fourth.
You
But-
see, the group can go either way, man. I mean, you have them this
bro,
many
that
good
first
teams.
game is gonna be massive. Italy and
That's
Albania.
that's the game we're gonna win. I do
hope
believe
so.
that. I do believe that. We're gonna claim our. We're gonna right there. Game 1. Let's go.
Let's
I'm excited.
let's
Regardless
go to
of what
Group C.
happens.
This is
I
a
don't
pretty weird group. Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, England. Oh, by the way, I didn't give my
Teams.
prediction. I think Croatia first, Spain second. Ah, man, I'm gonna say Albania third because I do agree that they have a very tournament-based squad. But
Fair.
it could be whatever. We'll see.
It can
Bro,
obviously
honestly-
go against us,
bro,
bro. I mean, we're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
as
yeah.
talented as
The
them,
reason
bro.
why I said that, like the groups are so stupid because the teams don't even care about where they are. Like nobody cares. Like, bro, Portugal, like in 2016, did not win a game in the group up
Right,
to
they
the
went
semifinals. So nobody cares about and like where they finish in the group as long as you get there and then
Yeah.
you know. And
Oh yeah, of course. course.
But Group C, obviously it'll be huge.
Good group.
Obviously, England is a big favorites here. Listen, Denmark is much like Croatia. People expect them to get older and stuff, but they kind of look getting better. You know, getting more
Yeah,
players
yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think Hoyland's in the team. No, well, he's
Yep,
he's
he'll be
Danish.
starting. Yep, he'll be
Yes,
starting.
he is. Yes, he is.
They have still have Højbjerg and the kid from
Hoiberg,
Sporting.
Eriksson. Eriksson plays amazing still for them.
Eriksen's been playing
Hoylmad,
insane.
Hoylmad from
Christensen.
Sporting has had a great season for
Yeah.
them. They're
It's a
gonna
pretty
be
old
good.
squad. I'm not gonna lie, but they're not bad.
No, they're still gonna be there to beat. But the way I look at it, of course, I'm gonna have England there. Number 1, they're still gonna have like a shocking loss somewhere in there, but I still have them finishing first. I'm gonna go with. I don't really like to, but I'm gonna go with Serbia second. I think
Oh.
they're a pretty decent team. Not the best team that I've seen. They could have taken in a lot of other players that have had a good season. But they're still relatively
Give me some players in
sleeper
Serbia,
team.
bro.
I mean,
Like
you have
Kostic, that's something I could think about.
Vlahovic, Vlahovic,
Who?
Vlahovic from
Who's that?
Juventus. Vlahovic,
Am I supposed to know this guy?
Dusan Vlahovic.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
the guy who
let's see, the
plays for
striker,
you.
yeah.
Come on.
Okay,
Yeah,
you still have Tadic.
Tadic?
These are still solid players.
This is a very
Mitrovic,
attacking based team, though.
Sergei
Their defense is
Milinkovic,
pretty.
You have this
interesting.
kid. You have Samardic.
Is
He's
Savage
had
on
a
that team?
Sabitzer?
Like,
Sabitzer?
no, Savage.
Savage? I don't think so.
Looking at
But-
Savage,
but,
the guy who went
this-
to
The kid
Saudi
Lazar Samardovic. He played for Udinese this year. He's been one of the most underrated players in the game.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have a fantastic performance in these years. But yeah, Yoni, you're right. I think the defense is lacking. But
How about
it'd be interesting to see how they're gonna set up. So I'm gonna have them second. I'm gonna have Denmark third. They'll make it out as one of the top third place teams, and then Slovenia, who's a very underrated team. They're not as bad as people think. They have good players on that team. This is what I love about the Euros because we don't have no bum ass fucking South American team that I just don't have no fucking belief that they're even gonna do anything in this bullshit.
bro,
You have a great team like Slovenia.
you
there,
guys
but
watch the
what-
AFCON, bro?
No, I didn't. I'm
You
not
guys should
gonna
watch
watch.
AFCON.
No, it's garbage, bro. You know that shit's garbage. It's entertaining.
I
'cause
think
it's
Yeah.
AFCON's great.
respectfully.
Not gonna
No,
lie.
it's great entertainment, but because
Did I watch
shit.
it?
Bro,
Absolutely
literally,
not.
Bro, the
Do
reason,
I like the
reason
tournament?
why,
Yes.
reason why, like, it's like the Euros is so much bigger and stuff. Like a big reason why, obviously, having like Germany and Spain and teams like that obviously helps. But it's like it just looks better. You know what I'm saying? Like they have
presentation.
better stadiums.
Yeah,
like
sure.
that's a huge reason why. But like
Yeah, for
in
sure.
terms of play.
So
and in terms
Ahmed,
of, like,
become
entertainment.
Algeria's minister of sport, right?
And
Make a
fix the
deal
stadium.
with a neighboring
That's
country.
what we
fix the
keep
stadiums.
building stadiums. Shout out to the brand new Nelson Mandela Stadium that we
In
just built
Algeria?
In Algeria?
Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
nice.
respect. Bro,
Respect.
Why?
there's a couple Nelson. Well, we have like
Dudes have
we
3
just
Nelson
played a
Mandela
game-
stadiums.
Bro, we just played a game in Uganda, right?
Yeah.
And the place we played at was also named Nelson
I
Mandela
mean,
Stadium, but in a different
No,
way.
He deserves.
God
he
bless,
deserves
bro.
that
God
respect.
bless.
Yeah, the guy's a legend. So
He
Africa
deserves
legends.
that respect for sure
Gotta
throughout
respect.
Africa. But yeah, that's my group. See,
I got
Well, I'm
England
gonna go-
first, Denmark second.
I'm gonna
Serbia
go with
third.
England, Denmark, and I'm gonna go with Slovenia just for my boy Benjamin Sesko.
Wow, 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 wow.
wow.
Serbia
Sesko, bro.
fourth.
I would love that though. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe
I would
he
love
is a ally of the Albanians.
This guy said
Qatar.
Albania, Kosovo shouldn't be together. I think Serbia is gonna
Nah,
be
he didn't
really
say
bad.
that. He
He
didn't say
said that.
He said they
He said
shouldn't
that.
be
I
together.
said,
He
bro.
didn't say
I
they
said you
shouldn't be
guys
together.
should combine the players for one team.
I
And
don't
be
know
like,
about the country though. He said.
Al
He said, okay, but that's
Algasavo or
fair.
something,
He's not.
bro.
It's not SBS
No, it's not fair.
politics right now.
No,
so.
it is. It is for
That's
that.
like
for 1 minute.
if
I think they should remain separate teams, and then Switzerland
No, I don't.
should continue to harvest Albanian players, and then all three meet in a final, and then just dance for 90 minutes.
What's that banner? We're all gonna hold a banner.
The Johan Cruyff banner. The
Yeah,
Johan
yeah.
Cruyff banner. Except we
Yeah.
can hold. I don't know. Granny.
That's
I
funny.
don't know.
Alright.
I don't know.
Uh,
let's lock
fuck
in.
it.
Let's lock in.
Go.
Game. Group D. Yo, tough group right here for France.
This is tough.
Definitely
is
a tough
tough group.
But
France, Austria, Holland, and Poland.
I'll go
Poland with
first.
no Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Holland with no De
Wait, no
Jong, and,
Lewandowski.
I believe
Why?
Yeah,
Got
he
hurt.
tore his bicep. He
Oh,
might
got
miss the
hurt.
first
Tore
two
his
games.
bicep.
Yeah, some shit like that, bro.
What's his
He's a
problem?
grandpa now.
He's on the squad list.
He got hurt. Yeah, but he got hurt right before the game, the friendly.
Yeah,
Wow.
which is
I
their
got.
fault, playing
Listen, I'll just
Lewandowski,
go
a
quick with this.
35-year-old guy.
I got France first, Netherlands second, and I got Austria third. However, I will say this: I got a lot of love for Poland. They are a solid squad. I think the only thing here that might change is Netherlands could possibly top the group if France has a rough, shaky
What are you
start.
talking about?
What, you don't see that happening?
I mean, if they didn't lose I was big on like I told in the podcast with the sports fellas. I said, bro, if their coach wasn't Coleman, I would pick the
That's
Dutch
fact.
to go really really far.
I
They
agree
got
with
a
you.
really good players. Simmons, Frimpong.
I'm
They still
with
got
you.
the pie. Obviously,
They've actually
thinking they had
lucked
De
out.
Jong.
They've actually
Xerxes
lucked
coming
out.
up.
That's the thing. They actually lucked out. I mean, with De Jong leaving and
Koopmeiners is out
Brobby
too. Koopmeiners.
and Brobby not making it, they added in Xerxes and then they added Madison to the team. These are players that should have been there from the get, but now the
Yeah,
injuries
I know,
happen,
but
they're bringing
with
them
those
in.
two
They just-
midfielders, like De
Yeah,
Jong and Koopmeiners,
He's not even there.
two
Koopmeiners?
starters. Yeah, he's out too.
Holy shit!
Injured
I
or
forgot.
he just
Koop
didn't get
Myers. Yes,
selected?
the
No, he was
Atalanta
selected,
player,
but he
right?
left.
Atalanta guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
go to
hurt.
Juventus, I think.
I think.
Oh yeah, damn, that sucks. That's a huge loss.
And I did not know De Jong was not on the squad.
Well, which is
I'm
funny
bro,
because
yeah,
my prediction is
This
I got France finishing first. Of course, these guys might win the whole damn shit, so I'm gonna have them finishing first. Second, my surprise, you guys, I have Austria finishing second. I think this is a very underrated team.
Don't say surprise.
Some
Because
people don't want to know.
this
Do you
is-
know how good this
this
team
is like
with Ralph
Yoni
Ragnick?
picking Oklahoma City Thunder to be a good team.
No, it's not the same thing. You know it's not. But
Nah, bro,
Austria,
people-
I
with
picked.
Ralph
Okay,
Ragnick's been there.
I did that
has
3
been
years ago, by the way.
Whatever.
I said
Austria with
OKC is gonna
Ralph
be a good team.
Ragnick has been a very, very underrated team. They play a good style football throughout the qualifiers. I have them finishing second. I have Netherlands finishing third, but they won't make it to the next round. I think they'd be one of the teams that miss out being third. I think Coleman is just there's something about him where I just cannot rely on him. I just can't. And I have them finishing third. They're not going to move on. I think them getting grouped as crazy as they've been in these last friendly games. I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be grouped. Unfortunately,
Oh, it's tough.
very good team, very balanced team. I do believe that. And in Poland, of course, are going to be last. I think without Lewandowski, they might not even score a goal. Honestly, they might not even score one. They might go goalless.
Yeah,
Zero.
even Milik is out.
Yeah, even if Lewandowski's playing, it could be hard for them to even score. The Poland team is not good. It's not good. It's not good. I've seen them play against Albania. I mean, dude, this team is not good. They lucked out. I think they beat like fucking some team to make it Ukraine or something to get into this fucking shit. So, yeah, that's my prediction. Austria second. Don't be
Ukraine's already
surprised.
in there.
Yes, sir.
Ahmed.
Yeah, listen, bro. You said like Austria, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Austria again, just because like teams don't really care where they finish. If Austria finish first, because like they'll take it more serious than France, in my opinion. But yeah, like
I don't know.
France are obviously huge favorites. And I'm gonna go with the same three. No respect for Poland. Lewandowski
Nope.
getting older. They don't really have the next the next guy's up there right now, in my opinion. I can't really think
Yeah,
of any
no.
guy.
Team's not good.
You know.
Isn't no.
So France, Austria,
wrong?
Dutch. Doesn't really matter what order those three will go through, or those three will get a chance to go through. The first two will definitely go through.
Hasn't
Uh,
Piatek been
Yoni?
balling for Bayer Leverkusen though?
I
Who?
think it's not even actually behind Leverkusen, bro.
Bro, who's the player who's
Bro,
at Bayer
Piatek hasn't
Leverkusen
been
that used to
a
play
player.
for?
You're talking
Milan.
about no, it's you're talking about Schick.
No,
He's
not
Czech Republic.
Schick, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely who you're talking. It's Piatek is not on fucking Leverkusen.
Not
bro.
Piatek is
Piatek,
like
hold
like second division of Italy, bro.
Schick, and I
I
don't
know,
think
I
he's
know
back
who
today.
Schick is. Schick
You sure?
doesn't play.
Patrick
Yes,
Schick.
He
I'm
plays for
positive.
Bayern. He plays for Bayern Leverkusen, bro.
Hold up.
Oh,
There's another
I
player
think
there.
the young kid Adam Holshik. He's from
Oh,
I think Hungary.
Holz. Yeah, he's from Hungary. He's a good young talent, though. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the next guy after Verts comes to
right.
Bayern.
Yeah, but he's
Who does Schick play for? Schick plays for fucking
Bayer
Czech
Leverkusen.
Republic.
Czech,
No,
no?
yeah,
yeah.
Oh
but he
yeah.
plays for
He
Czech
was
Republic,
there wasn't
yeah.
he top scorer a
But
couple years ago? That's what I'm
Holzek-
thinking of. That's
Holzek-
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Holzek
Euros,
plays for the
nobody
Czech
scores that
Republic.
halfway.
Yeah, I'm playing
Holzek
Schick.
Holzek plays for Czech
Hungary.
Republic.
Yeah.
No, he
Oh
plays-
yeah, Czech
Yeah.
Republic.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
checked it. Yeah, and
Schick?
Schick plays for Czech
Uh,
Republic as well. He was
Okay.
tied with Ronaldo, golden boot last.
Yeah.
So
Schick. Okay,
Yeah,
well
Schick
we'll
is-
get to group when we get to group F.
And we-
Let's get to group E.
and we beat them.
Group E, Ukraine, Slovakia,
Disgusting group.
Belgium, Romania. This group actually stinks, bro. This group is
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually
it's a shame. It's
No,
a shame
it-
Albania wasn't given this group.
I know, right? Like I
We'd
don't
be
get it.
top of
Bro,
this group,
like-
by the way. 100%.
Why was Ukraine given such an easy group and they were like the last team to make it? No.
You know why, bro. You know why, bro.
Wait.
You know why. Stop the cat. Let's go. Vamos.
Yeah, bro. I think Belgium with Fernando Santos and they still have a good squad. Trossard,
Santos is garbage, bro.
love Trossard on that team. I think Ukraine might have to make it by default, so they'll probably finish top 2. Ukraine, Slovakia, and Romania will have to fight it out in the middle. So
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
First-
I got Belgium. I got Ukraine finishing second. I would not even be surprised if Ukraine don't make it because they're on some bullshit. I don't think that team's good at all.
bro, they have like
They have the kid that's
excellent
scoring a lot of
strikers.
goals for Girona.
I like
get it.
Ukraine a lot, bro.
bro, he's not even the best. He's not even the best Ukrainian on that team.
Probably
Their
not.
winger, what's his name? Starts with a T, like Taskanov or some shit. Some Ukrainian name. Yeah, he's nasty,
but
bro.
he plays for Girona as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's fucking
That's
dirty,
good enough.
bro.
Yeah, he's a good player, but in terms of like
And they have
no,
Modric, so.
I don't know.
Nah, I
I'm
think
not a big
Zinchenko-
fan of the
Bro, I
team.
think you're
They
hating,
got
to
good
be honest.
talent. I think they got good talent, but they're just not an overall
And
great team. They're attacking.
Yarmolenko
They have a
still
good
plays for them.
goalkeeper.
That's fucking crazy.
Does he? Where's Yarmolenko even at, bro?
He's still down
He'll
the
give it-
7 shirt.
He's never gonna score like a banger at least once this tournament.
Like
for
a
sure, bro.
bicycle kick, bro.
Biz for
He
Kiev.
plays in Dynamo
To win
Kiev,
it.
so that makes sense. Maybe he's fighting in the war as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, I got Belgium, Ukraine, Slovakia, Romania. Honestly, that's my group. But I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
it's
surprised.
a
Ukraine
horrible
do some
group, though.
bullshit.
Horrible group.
No, it's horrendous.
Trash ass
Albania.
group.
Albania would have
Like, you
smashed
know-
us over there.
But we do know though, 9 a.m. Ukraine versus Slovakia.
I'll be there.
It's gonna be locked fucking.
I'll
in,
be
bro.
fucking there, bro. I'm gonna be there for sure,
Alright,
man. What I do, it's the love for the game.
Speaking of, now against some good football. Portugal
It's
in the group
good
F.
group.
This is a good group right here. It's the
do you
last
got?
5 minutes, bro.
What do you got? I don't know.
I'm sorry,
I might,
bro.
I
I'm
might
sorry.
spice people on this one as well.
No. Listen, Portugal, fantastic.
Portugal. Yeah.
Roberto Martinez, he's not gonna win them a final, but he's good enough to get them to the semi or some shit. But listen, I like Portugal, talented everywhere. Ronaldo still scoring goals. Oh, bro, we're
And that
just
goal he had
watching
recently?
Ronaldo,
that goal was
Portugal.
nasty.
Bro, this is the one
That's all
thing I
he
want to
cares
say,
about.
bro. It bothers me. Not bothers me, kills me that these guys are all in Saudi Arabia, like Neymar and Mahrez, bro. And
Yeah.
obviously
They
Ronaldo.
can still play, man.
Even Messi, bro. Messi's like an MLS, so they're basically done, So for them
Yeah.
to play, then in the next the next month, we're gonna see Messi and Ronaldo where it actually
This
counts
is the last time.
at the highest
probably.
level.
This might be
Oh, they
one
even
of
start
the
the World
one,
Cup.
two. Yeah,
Yeah. So
but
you gotta
still,
really,
it's
really
one of the
enjoy it.
last time.
And bro, it's
Yeah.
not. And listen, obviously, it's gonna be all around like fucking Ronaldo, and Messi, but Kevin De Bruyne, or
Right.
guys like that. So
Lukaku, you guys like that.
I don't
Yeah,
give a
for
fuck
sure.
about Lukaku, bro. Guy said
Nah, respect.
Lukaku.
Lukaku's a huge player for Belgium, bro. All
David
time.
Alaba. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he
David
is.
Alaba.
I'll give him that.
Says no to Lukaku. David Alba. All right, bro. Like, okay, dude.
Like
I'm sure.
10-time Austrian player of the season, whatever he is.
Good player.
Come on now.
Amazing player.
Like way better player than like
What
Lukaku.
What do you got your group going looking at?
Yeah, I got Portugal. This is tough because I got respect for Georgia. Like those guys are tough people. So Portugal. I go Portugal, Turkey, Georgia. Fuck the Czech.
Fair enough. I got Portugal top in the group. I have Georgia finishing second. I think
Yeah.
they're a good team.
Georgia's
I
a
think
sleeper team, bro.
they're a team that in this there's always that one team in this group, but that's quote unquote that always surprises people, man. And I think with him and Kvaratskhelia, this is the other kid I am not gonna try even pronounce his name.
The goalkeeper is fantastic.
The
One of best in the
goalkeeper is
world.
amazing. The what team he plays for? He plays for in Mainz. Plays
Valencia.
for Mainz.
Oh.
No. This other kid that he's gonna make his move up to the top flight, but he plays in League 2 for Mainz. He's a fucking talent, bro. He's a guy to watch. Low key, obviously the goalkeeper, like you said, he's a good player. It's a team, it's a very underrated team. They got heart, like I said. I have them finishing second. I have Turkey, who I think will have a way better performance than they did last time. Where I consider them a dark horse. A lot of people did because they're a dark horse, and they shit the bed. So I have them finishing third. I have them moving on as a third place team, and then Chechnya have a pretty
Chechnya, not in the Euros, my guy.
Chechnya, bro. Chechnya.
Chechnya.
Czechia.
Czechia. I said
Czechia.
Czechia. They changed the name.
Czechia,
What the fuck?
Czechia.
What the fuck?
They used to
when
be
does
Czech
it- when does-
Republic.
When they change it,
They used to be Czech Republic, but bro, they're
Like
not
400
Chechnya.
years
ago
I can
now.
positively
You-
tell you
you
they're
can
not
change.
Chechnya.
You can change countries' names all of a sudden.
Yes, you can.
North
North
Macedonia. When
Macedonia.
did that come out?
Or
Yeah.
Kosovo
That shit
wasn't
happened.
even a,
I swear.
whatever.
What? Oh, what? Yeah, Johnny, you see, I pick up on this shit, bro. Yeah, Chechnya, I got him finishing fourth. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't
Can you
respect you
imagine?
when you change your fucking country's name. You're Chechnya now, bro. That's it.
So who's their striker?
It's
Hamza.
Chechnya.
Oh, Chechnya? Chick. Right?
Whatever, bro.
They're a good team. I mean,
Czechia, bro,
I
it's
mean,
a C
All
A.
right,
like-
yo.
like I told
Let's
you,
keep
Johnny,
count, though. Let's keep
I-
count.
I
Yo,
played
no,
against
Lord.
this team.
Who's finishing third though? That we have all the same.
Fucking, we don't have all the
I don't know
same.
if it's English.
Well,
Yeah, we
I
don't.
have okay. The team
We
that I
have
have,
we have Hungary, Italy. No, we have Albania for both of them. So, all right, so I'll say Albania just for the sake of it. We have Hungary definitely going through. Hungary or
You got Hungary third?
Hungary.
I have
or
Hungary
the
second,
Swiss.
but I have Switzerland third.
All right,
All
well,
right,
I
I'll
have
say Hungary.
Scotland third, but we'll go with Hungary. We'll
All right,
Um,
Slovenia. In
no,
that group,
Slovenia
no?
third? No.
Serbia.
I got
You guys have
Serbia, bro.
Yeah,
All
either
right,
one
you
Denmark or
fucking
Serbia. Move
rats.
All right, who's third
and
in
we get
Group
the
D?
Dutch. The Dutch,
The Dutch?
right?
Are you sure
Yeah.
about that?
on. I have
Positive.
them
All right,
finishing-
that's
I
fine.
have them
This is
finishing
not my
third.
bracket. This is not my bracket.
You had
so
them
We'll
first?
go with it. We'll go with it. No. I
I
don't.
mean,
have them second.
we'll start
Whatever.
ours and we'll
This
post
is fine. This is
have
fine.
them
We'll
first
do.
in that
Yeah.
group?
We'll do. This is the podcast bracket. So whatever. That's fine. I don't have them
No,
first.
hold on.
I don't have
You
them
have
first.
them-
I have them second.
No,
Second.
I'm asking Tiku. You have them first in that group?
T
No, I
has
have
them
them third.
third.
I was about to say it.
I have them third, but I don't have them. I don't have them moving on.
Yeah, you okay?
I have
Who do
them
we got
going
third
through-
in Group E? Slovakia.
Yeah,
Who
Yeah.
in group who? E.
Group E.
Yeah, I have
Slovakia.
Slovakia, but they're not gonna move
Slovakia.
on. My
They're not
opinion.
gonna move on. I agree.
Yeah.
Group F. We got
Georgia.
Turkey third or Georgia.
Yeah,
I
I have
think-
Turkey third.
I think I got Georgia third. Ahmed, you got Georgia
Alright, so
third.
we'll go Georgia third.
Okay, I have Georgia
cool.
second.
And then-
so.
So hold up. Let me. All
We
right.
got Hungary.
Out of these, who's the best
Albania.
one? Who's going through? Who's the best one out of all these? We got
Dutch
Hungary, Albania,
Dutch,
Serbia,
okay.
Netherlands, Slovakia, and Georgia. You got to keep in mind the Dutch have to perform well in their group to be one of the best. Like they got to at least
Yeah.
beat Poland, which will happen, and draw someone like Austria. So
Or beat them.
or beat. Well, then if they beat
Well,
Austria
then
and
I think
Poland,
they-
they're
yeah.
finishing second, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think the easiest third place here, who can pick up a lot of points, is who's third in that what is it, Group A? I think whoever is
Hungary?
third in Group A could pick up
Hungary.
a win and a tie very easily.
But goal differential too. Like they might get smoked. They got Germany.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I agree. I think goal differentials will be huge this time.
That's why
around.
Albania, if
Or
they do,
Georgia,
like, you know,
or
it's gonna be
Georgia.
like 1-0 every game.
Georgia's in a good fucking
Georgia
group.
is the same thing as Albania. It's gonna be similar games. So 1-0, nothing.
So who do you think the best third place team is? Honestly, Georgia, Slovakia, Netherlands, Serbia, Albania, Hungary.
We'll go to Georgia. Right,
Okay.
you said Georgia,
Okay.
Hungary, and we'll go to Albania just for the sake of it.
Okay.
No, one
And then
more.
Netherlands.
One
So
more,
we
and
got
we'll go
Serbia
to
and
Dutch.
Slovakia out. Okay.
Serbia and Slovakia.
Cool.
Take a
So
hike, bro.
Oh fuck. See, I should have asked you who you think is finishing first and second, because now you got the round of 16 all mixed up. Hold up.
That's why, yeah,
we
we
got-
should just give ours.
Yeah,
Our
let's
personal
just
one.
give ours. See, I'll tell you right
That's
now
what
what
I'm
I
saying.
got going on.
All
I
right,
got
so your round of 16.
my round of 16.
Go ahead.
Listen up. So, I got Germany beating Denmark, Switzerland losing to Croatia, Spain beating Slovakia, England beating Georgia, Portugal beating Scotland, Netherlands beating Ukraine, Albania beating Belgium. And no, that's not biased because I had Albania coming out third. I got France beating Turkey. Now, that leaves a quarterfinals of, let me just go through my bracket. That leaves quarterfinals of Spain versus Germany. Germany wins. Portugal, Netherlands, Portugal wins. Albania, France, France wins. England, Croatia, England wins. Semifinals. Germany versus Portugal. I think Germany wins. I don't know why people are rating Portugal so high. I like the team. Listen, I have them in the semifinals. I think they can go far, but I think Germany beats Portugal, and I think France loses to England only because England is very talented.
Bro, I
And
think
then-
Portugal might be more talented than France.
Okay, it's possible, but they're not facing each other in my bracket. So
You might not.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
And then
you're
I
saying,
got-
oh, like people rating them highly.
I got Germany winning the whole thing. Beat
Nice.
England. Honestly, I
Alright,
think
my round
Germany's
of
good.
16. You said what? Germany?
Yeah, I think Germany's very good. Very good. I think they will be very good.
All right. I got in my round of 16. I got Spain versus Hungary. I got Spain going through. I got Germany versus Denmark. I got Germany going through. I got Portugal versus Slovenia. I got Portugal. I got Austria versus Belgium. I got Austria. I got Ukraine versus Italy. I got Italy. I got France versus Turkey. Now, just going back for that Ukraine, Italy. Could be Albania, but I'm just saying this is like my ones. Ukraine, Italy, I got Italy going through. France, Turkey, I got France. England versus the Dutch, I got England. Croatia versus Switzerland, I got Croatia. The quarterfinals. Now this is elite. If this would have happened, bro, just look at these matchups. Spain, Germany, I got Germany. Portugal versus Austria. I might have to go to Austria. France, Italy. I
You're
got France.
bugging.
England, Croatia. I got England.
Bro, how good is Austria?
Germany versus. Well, the only reason,
Sorry,
well, but
finish.
yeah, like there's also a story, like everybody's talking about Germany. Austria has been the team that's always lost to Germany and stuff like that. For them to be in Germany and to go to the semifinals to face them, that's a huge story. I think it's possible. I'm sorry, I think it is, bro. Conrad Limer, I see it.
Dude,
David Alaba, I
What's
see it.
so funny about him
Germany
talking
versus
about
Austria in the semifinals.
I know
It
what's
is
funny.
funny.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Austria, Germany is hilarious. Go ahead, bro.
This is 1945, like all over.
This guy-
Germany.
There's a
Germ-
nice story. Like it's a fucking like a
This is
Cinderella, bro.
Underdog
Every
story. It's hilarious.
What are you talking about, bro? France,
No,
France were in the.
What?
Go ahead.
Go
Tito,
ahead,
you don't
bro.
understand. The story behind Germany and England is Germany
You got
bombed the
that.
shit out of
Yeah,
England.
they
When it
got
happened,
that.
bro, when it
Germany
happened-
bombed the
You know,
shit out of
They
England.
created fucking Hitler, bro. That's the story that he's trying to portray, bro. That's what he's trying to say, bro. Like,
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you look at the history of the soccer, like football,
I
like,
know, bro.
Come on now, bro.
I know, but
Okay.
it's just funny.
England Croatia was my last quarterfinal. I have England getting revenge and going to the semifinals back to back years. Now semifinals, I got Germany, Austria. I got Germany in the Allianz. I believe this will be played at. I got Germany going through. France, England. What a semifinal that will be. What a game that will be. I got France going through. Germany versus France in the final. I got France winning it.
Wow. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it's always
And let's hope
good
I'm
pick to
right
go
because
with
that
France.
script will be insane.
Yeah, it would be good. My script is better though. Round of 16, I have Spain versus Switzerland.
Portugal, I think.
I got Spain winning. I got Germany versus Serbia. I got Germany winning. I got Portugal versus Denmark. I have Portugal winning. I have Austria versus Ukraine. I have Austria winning. On the other side, you have Belgium versus Albania. Round of 16, I have Albania winning. You have France versus Georgia. I have France winning. England versus Turkey. I got England winning. Hungary versus Croatia. I have Croatia winning. Quarterfinals. Spain versus Germany. I have Germany winning. Portugal versus Austria. I have Portugal winning. Albania versus France. I have Albania winning. Now I'm playing France. And then there's England versus Croatia. I have Croatia winning. When you look at it now, semifinals. Germany versus Portugal would be
Oh,
an
my goodness.
absolutely insane matchup. I have Portugal winning against Germany at their home court. France versus England seems like this is a regular thing. I have France winning. Final, France versus Portugal rematch of the 2016 Euros, and I have Portugal winning. Ronaldo wins another Euro. Bruno Fernandes, one of the best players of the tournament. I have Portugal winning, and it will be
Rafael
marvelous.
Guerrero winner. Free kick.
Joao
See.
Neves,
Bruno.
Ruben Neves.
Ruben
This
Neves,
team
bro.
is so
João
deep.
Neves.
Joao
Vitinha.
Neves.
But they don't work
Come on,
well
bro.
together.
Ruben
You guys know that, right? It
They
just
don't.
doesn't
Who doesn't
function.
work well together?
Yo, bro, they have
Portugal.
It doesn't.
Now, bro.
It doesn't
Palhinha as a
function.
6.
It doesn't function because you
Now,
don't have Fernando
bro, I'm
Santos
telling you.
that knows. Fernando Santos doesn't know how to manage talent. He knows how to manage a very underwhelming team and try
Who's their
and
coach now?
take
Roberto
the-
Martinez?
Roberto Martinez.
And he
I
knows
think
how to manage talent?
Yeah, he does. It's just that
Yeah,
Belgium.
Yeah,
team
Belgium,
was
the golden
much-
arrow.
Yeah, but that Belgian golden
it didn't
golden
work.
arrow was the most overrated team of all time by far, with a bunch
boy.
a bunch of players that choke in the biggest stage. That's a
Oh,
fact.
boy.
They do, if you really want to look into it. So
Not Hazard.
name me a tournament where he was pretty decent.
In the final against Arsenal, he like tore them up himself.
You know, I don't know.
for Belgium.
I have to say this, and I don't know why it came to
Oh
mind.
yeah, you're right.
You know what player would be a great fit on this Portugal team? I don't know why it came to mind.
Who?
I want you to try to guess who I'm gonna say. Honestly, it's gonna be so
Cristiano
random.
Ronaldo.
No, no.
Rajon Rondo. Wait, so soccer player that fits on this Portugal team?
I actually don't even think he would
Can you
fit.
give me
I
a
just can
position?
imagine. I can just
He's
imagine
definitely-
him.
he's definitely a
I can
midfielder,
imagine him
and
in
you're
a
gonna
Portugal
say, like,
jersey.
Casemiro.
No,
I don't know.
I can
Can you give me
imagine
a,
him in a
like,
Portugal
position?
jersey. Right back.
position. Right back. Trent Arnold?
No, I don't know why.
Wan-Bissaka?
I thought of
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka in a Portugal jersey, and I was like,
That's-
yo, that
that's
would be a
crazy.
great image of him lifting the trophy. I don't know why.
They already have a guy exactly like him. His name is Nelson Semedo.
Pretty much.
Semato's still alive? Playing?
Yeah,
He's
he
good.
hoops. He hoops for Wolves.
Got his career back.
Golden Boot.
After
Golden
the-
Boot predictions.
Da-
Golden Boot
Dalot.
predictions.
Dalot is gonna.
Oh, yeah,
Stuff.
bro. Yeah, let's
Golden
give
Boot?
out like Golden Boot. Who's the best player and stuff like that.
Yeah.
'cause
Golden
that's
Boot,
what
Harry
really all
Kane.
matters.
Golden Boot, Harry Kane.
I will go
Best
Golden Boot.
best player. Oh,
Mbappe.
best. Oh, Golden Boot Mbappe.
Yep.
Best player Asani for Albania. No.
Facts.
Definitely goal of the tournament might go to him somehow.
It might be.
Best player.
Against Italy.
Oh.
I'm going Bruno
Florian
Fernandes.
Wirtz. Florian Wirtz.
I'll go Bruno Fernandes. You have to take into account who you guys having going to the finals and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's all
I got
matters.
Germany going all the way, so I got Florian Wirtz.
Fair enough. I got Bruno Fernandes.
I got Mbappe and Jamal Musiala as my two guys. I think it would
Top
be head-to-head.
assists. Top assists. What do you guys
Bruno.
think?
Wait,
Bruno.
that was
That's the thing, I think.
yo. Jalen Brown just fucking yammed it all over some guy, bro. It's a wrap. It's it. 3-0.
Jalen Brown
See
is
you
not
guys
going to
later,
be
bro.
participating in the Euros.
Indeed, he
shit.
will not get top assists for sure.
I guarantee
Um,
you, Jay.
top
I'm
assists, I'm
willing to
going
put
Bruno.
money
Most
on
assists. Who gives a damn, bro? Most
Bruno.
assists.
going Bruno.
It has to
Bruno.
be like a goal.
How
A
is
team that's gonna
Musiala
score a
gonna get-
lot.
Youth
Maybe,
player of the tournament.
I mean, I got Florian Wirtz winning in general player of the
Oh yeah,
tournament.
youth player. He's established, bro.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm
fucking.
saying.
He's
I mean,
still eligible.
technically,
Lamine
Bro, it has
Yamal.
to be a guy like bro, I
Yamal.
would have picked like
Boom.
Yamal.
yeah,
If he was healthy, Scalvini, the center back, but he got hurt. He's a monster.
Lamine
Italy.
Yamal.
If he would have played, Lamine Yamal is a good shout. I would have loved Pavlovic, but he's out of the tournament. He's hurt.
yeah, he
Piatek.
was never gonna play.
Bayer Leverkusen player.
He could have played a game. That's too.
Greatest player of all time, man.
I don't know, bro. Best young player.
Yeah, I'll go with
Has to be a
Yamal.
guy who's. Yes.
Does
Yamal's
Adnan
gonna actually
Januzaj still play for Belgium?
No, the guy's beating drums.
He's
No,
also 35 years old.
I don't give a shit.
Or if Benjamin Sesko counts, a young player.
This Belgium squad is so old, bro. It's kind of crazy to look at.
Started
It's
the
just
monster.
garbage. But they still go through because that team is. I mean, that group.
They have
is
no
garbage.
defenders.
Team sucks, bro. This guy's talking about Santos is
Ooh,
garbage,
Arda
bro.
Güler for Turkey.
Oh, yeah, Arda Güler.
Ooh, Arda Güler.
That's a good shout, bro. Why you
Does he
hating?
even start for them? I don't know. Not even
Doesn't
gonna lie to
matter.
you.
Of
They
course,
have
he's
like
gonna
the
play.
Southern
No,
guy
but
back.
he'll definitely get minutes. Like he'll come on like 68 minutes, score a couple.
That's what I'm
goals.
saying. He might not even start for them. Be serious. He's a good player though. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. You know, I like guys like who's on God damn it. Let's move on. I forgot.
Okay, let's
God.
move
Good job.
on to combat sports really quickly. Run through it. We have a couple for you guys actually. So to
Yippee.
start off, why are you such a, this guy's? You know what it is? He's so excited for Albania in the Euros. He's so excited. He can't
I'm
wait.
ready. I can't wait. Seriously.
Honestly, it's
Yippee.
gonna be fun, bro. We get 3 good matches. Think about that.
I
We
don't
get
care
3
even
fucking
if
good
we
matches.
lose, bro. We're not even supposed
Yeah.
to be here, bro. I'm enjoying. That's
I
why I
mean, I
wanted
don't
to be
know
in Germany, bro. I mean, of course I want to win. Duh. I mean, I think the team's good enough to win. But even if we don't, bro, it's just like whatever, bro.
Anyway, Ahmed,
Spontaneous.
do you want to lead us through? I can't pronounce this name, bro. Benavides versus.
Ukrainian dude.
How do you pronounce that name?
I don't know either.
Kvodstik.
Guzla.
I'm gonna find this out on the Google Translate. Right now.
While you do that, this is
Go
a
ahead,
really
you can
good
talk about
fight. Grozadek is a Grozadek. Grozdik is a former champion at that weight class.
Way to
fucking
butcher it, bro.
I don't fucking know.
Sorry,
Figure it out.
continue.
He beat Adonis Stevenson. I remember a couple years ago. Adonis Stevenson was like the top guy at that division for the belt. He's one of those Ukrainian dudes that came out of that Olympic team with Usyk and Lomachenko and all these guys. So he's a top fighter. He's has only one loss, and that was only to Better Beef, the Grim Reaper of boxing. So, I mean, when you lose a Better Beef, it's not really a knock on you. If you want to watch a fucking mauling and demolition job, go look at those highlights of that fight. Better Beef is just such a dog. So Benavides is in for a tough fight. Benavides, of course, is a top guy in what he does. Interim. I think they're fighting for the interim light heavyweight belt, and it's gonna be an interesting fight. I will have, but if I had to choose, I would go Benavides, but I would not be surprised if there's an upset here, and a lot of people's plans of a Benavides Canelo fight go up in smokes. But I had Benavides.
I don't know about that. Like he can still lose because he's losing to the bigger guy, and he
Right.
can still go back to like super middleweight and fight.
That's what I'm
Canelo.
saying. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I forgot he's moving up to light heavyweight. Well, I mean, Benavides is probably a light heavyweight fighter. If we're being
but,
honest,
you know.
naturally he would be a really good fight there.
talk about Tank versus Martin. Tank Martin, obviously the most box office guy, if not the most box office guy in boxing right now.
with no
Versus
belts.
Frank Martin. You know, Frank
Crazy.
Martin. A lot of like
Good
guys
fighter.
are not like too hyped about him, but
No,
he's
he's a
not
good
bad.
fighter. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's very underrated. He's not like a regular bum, you know. He's not like just a throwaway guy. He's a good fighter.
I don't think he's better than Pitbull.
Oh, of course not. No, I don't think he's better than Pitbull. But he's still good.
So.
He's not a. I don't want people to like go around thinking like, oh, Frank Martin, why is he fighting Frank Martin? This guy's just a nobody, fucking tune-up fight. No,
Bro, did
Frank Martin's good, bro.
Tank fight that guy the small guy, what's his name? Like Regis Prograis?
Regis
fight him?
Prograis? I don't think so. It was
So,
Devin Haney.
Who fought him? Devin Haney fought
Devin
him.
Haney. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think beat him. So, yeah.
That's like the same level, but I think Regis is obviously better
Yeah,
than
that's
Frank
true.
Martin,
Fair
but
enough.
same shit.
Well, Regis was a champion, so you gotta respect
Yeah.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be an interesting fight. I think it's gonna be
Oh,
not
shit.
a complete killer, but I do think Tank will win. I think Tank's on a roll. He's top 10 pound for pound fighters in the world. He just needs to go get a belt. I mean, what are we doing here? We want to see these big fights between you and all these guys. You got to get the belt so we can see that. So, I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I think he has a belt, honestly. I might be tripping. But
He got, like, one belt, I think.
I think he has one belt. But I'm talking about like just getting multiple so we can see these big fights at that weight class that we want to see against, guys like Devin Haney whenever he's gonna be back, Ryan Garcia, if this guy's fucking normal.
You know what the word is, right? That
Yeah.
like they're gonna get that win overturned into possibly even like a DQ, but
Right.
definitely a no contest.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
And he was on
that's good.
steroids. Haney,
Good.
Garcia. That's crazy, bro. Like that's
Why
gonna
is
fuck up
this-
Haney's career.
That's gonna fuck up Haney's career.
We took a beating in that fight. He'll never be
yeah.
the same.
Oh yeah.
And it was from a guy that's on steroids.
Yeah, no,
That's it.
and he was overweight. I don't understand how people like defend
And it's
Ryan
gonna be
Garcia.
like 6 months to a year suspension, and until he's back.
No, it's a joke. It's
They'll probably
it's
run
a
it back.
complete joke. Yeah, but it's a complete joke. He like you said, he got his ass beat, knocked down multiple times. He's never been knocked down ever. Devin Haney. So even though
Crazy,
you overturned
crazy.
that L, it'll be interesting to see how he recovers from that. But you never know.
All right.
Never know. Yep, I
shit.
got Tank winning.
By the way, it was not my fault. Ahmed put an F in that dude's name when it wasn't supposed to be there,
F?
which made it very difficult to pronounce. In
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Gvozdik. Yeah, I was like, what?
I said it good.
No, you fucking butchered.
Guy
it.
you-
I said
you,
grove stick.
you said
Like,
Grozadick. That's exactly what you said.
That's not that bad, bro, considering it was my first time.
Yeah, I heard like she got a dick or something. I don't know.
Nah. I
Grove
think
like,
I put it into Google Translate, and I think it's Gvozdik.
dude,
So-
just write the guy's name and pronunciation, or whatever.
Whatever.
Bro,
Doesn't matter.
Let's
before-
just,
I know they're
Okay.
getting smoked, right? They're getting smoked.
no, it's over.
No,
The Celtics, bro. The Celtics about to win a championship, bro. I'm actually like
Shit.
hurt.
Damn.
Sucks.
So
Because
mid podcast update. It's over, boys. Nothing to talk about.
and,
We're
like,
just
I don't want to
keep-
hear about like
keep it Euros.
all time run, bro. This is the
Nah, it's a joke.
bummest run of all time.
Nobody's gonna care about
Least
this
nobody.
in like maybe like 2 years.
Nobody.
honestly.
They're like,
Not
oh, they
even
won
one
80
notable
and
match.
20, all like one of the great all-time teams. They
Yeah,
lost
my
only
balls.
3 games, all playoff runs.
They
Shut the
they
fuck up.
versed every team with injuries. Like get the fuck out of my face.
Even if they sweep Dallas, I'm not.
Anyways,
I'm not
You guys
impressed.
are on
I'm not
hater
impressed.
watch, by the way.
And-
So,
and-
There's
yeah,
two
of
things I
course.
want to address from
Mhm.
our content farm. So, first one, we were at the UFC event, me and Tiku. Ahmed couldn't come because he said he would get a heart attack if he saw
Which
Ahmed
UFC
Islam.
event?
At
Oh,
Oh, you
Jersey.
guys went to Jersey.
Yeah.
Bro, I
So,
heard that was 7 hours long.
bro, we were there from pre-prelims. I had the time of my life, and
Amazing.
this is what I want to address. Right? Great event, great fucking pay-per-view.
I enjoyed
Loved it. Had mad fun. Now,
I get it. I get it. If you watched it on TV, why you thought it was not that good. But when you're there live,
Oh my
it's
God!
interesting.
But see, this is what I want to address. Because I
sorry.
have it
Yeah.
written here and I was ranting about it. I
Go.
saw so many people say the arena was asleep or the fights were boring. Bro, we were in that arena. The only time the arena was not loud was for
Strickland.
4 rounds of Strickland versus Costa. And even then, the first round, people applauded like crazy. Second round, because
Yeah.
Strickland was winning. And then it was like third round,
The
all right,
end.
come on. Fourth round,
And then
come
the
on.
end
And
of
then
the
the
end of the
end.
fifth round. Yeah.
Wow. I was seated
Yeah,
behind
people.
Tiku.
Yeah,
And
a little bit.
when Strickland landed that kick, the whole arena just jumped.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, that arena was on fire from the very first fight of the prelims to the main event. I don't know what they do to the audio on your TVs or what
But
streaming
they obviously lower
you're
it.
using.
Yeah, they lower it.
Bro, intense. And people also, I'm curious to see the commentary on the fight because I think that plays a part too. Those fights were sick, bro. They were nuts.
They were decent.
I had so much fun, man. I
I
had
had a blast. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, we didn't see a lot of
No, I mean,
knockouts.
Islam and Dustin alone was like worth it.
Yeah,
Bro, that wasn't
Oh,
even my
man.
favorite fight of the night. It was
I don't know
great.
about that.
but
nah,
it wasn't.
dude,
Mickey Gall's
been
fight
to-
was fucking nuts.
that was a good fight. The Mickey Gall versus Hafiz.
Yeah, that
Oh,
fight
yeah.
was
Hafiz.
absolute.
That was a good
fireworks,
fight. They
bro.
were throwing heavy haymakers, but no, Yanni, that Islam Dustin. When I tell you, bro, I've been to a lot of sporting events. I've been to a lot. I've never seen an atmosphere like it was during that main event, bro. It was
Not even at
fucking
WrestleMania.
awesome.
Cody Rhodes, come on, you were there. That was nuts.
The atmosphere is better, but like I said, I think we kind of talked about that night of where when you're in an arena, the noise stays in.
True.
I was in a stadium
I
for
think John Anik
WrestleMania.
said it perfectly. It's bro. It's instead of waiting for Game 7, you just have to watch one title fight.
And
Doesn't matter what it is.
And it was a good fight
Well,
throughout the thing. Where even me as an Islam fan, I'm like, yo, Islam, bro, stop. What are you doing? I thought it was a complete domination.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, but there was just
Were you
moments
nervous at
of,
any point?
I was nervous. I think I was nervous around fourth round, third round. I forgot where he was kind of getting cracked a couple times. That though when those
That
body
elbow.
punches by the cage, the
Oh, those
elbow,
body
the
punches
body
were
punches
concerning.
by the cage. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, Islam just taking these shits.
Yeah.
There's a couple moments where he was getting punched and Islam wasn't doing anything. I was like, yo.
By the way, Jersey was on big hater watch with Islam.
Oh.
So it was like, because it was me and my
I
brother
loved it, though.
sat back, and we were like in between 50,
A lot of motherfuckers.
50 Strickland fans. And there was a
No,
whole
bro.
row in front of us with D-Strong
Fuck
Strickland shirts.
Islam. It was
And they were like, fuck Islam, stupid
Yeah.
fucking whatever. So, like, seeing those body shots, we were like, damn, we're going to have to hear these guys go nuts.
there.
And then when he wins, no joke, the second he won, they bounced. They left that arena so quick.
No
Mind you, they were about to start
I
a fight.
love
They were
it.
about to
Yeah.
start a fight, bro.
Yeah, no.
They were
it
about to
was
start.
that-
Some guy
they-
went,
they
let's go
really
Islam.
hate
They were like,
this guy.
shut your mouth.
I'm at.
I'm like, bro, you're at a fight to watch. You're paying Islam's budget, bro. You're paying his pockets, and you're mad. Like,
It was
he's a
bad.
great fighter. He's never disrespected anyone. Why are you so
Bro,
mad at
this
Islam
is what
Makhachev? What do you do?
The only thing I'll say to those people is we've been doing this since 2016, but beating your boys, not only beating,
Of course,
but
bro. That's why they
smashing them,
hate
making them
him,
look
bro.
like they're me.
Yes,
You know,
bro.
regular civilian.
You know how it is,
So,
dude. That's why I try to tell
Uh,
yo, dude. It was amazing, but nah, they hate him. They hate him. I was getting a lot of looks.
They don't hate him,
When-
bro.
'cause
They
when he-
hate,
when he
like, what
won-
stands for,
'cause when he
bro.
won,
That's-
'cause I was
that's what we
talking my
gotta talk
shit.
about.
I was talking my shit, bro. I was saying my shit when he won. I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie to you though.
what now? Say something now. And there's a lot of people giving.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, but like I hate, bro. I would rather that than what I'm seeing now.
with
Pretty
what, that
much
they
all
like him?
the Charles Oliveira TikTok fans and now like, oh, Islam,
Becoming
he's the
Islam.
best of all time.
Once
bro.
once he's getting
Over it.
love is when
Every
it's
time I
like,
go on their page, it's like join Twitter like
I-
2024 April.
I never liked him, but I respect him now after
But-
this war. What? MMA fans are kind of the
Literally
dumbest.
smashed all your boys, bro. What do you want?
There's two fan bases that are the worst. Actually, three. You have United fan base, you have the Arsenal fan base, and you have MMA fan base. These are the three dumbest people I've ever seen in my life, by far.
Oh, yeah.
And it
It's
kind of
crazy.
makes a lot of
Shit,
sense.
Knicks is crazy.
Oh,
Knicks
Knicks
is
is
good.
there
The
too.
Knicks
Yeah,
aren't.
you're right.
No,
I
Knicks
take
are
out
definitely
Arsenal.
not.
Yeah, no, definitely are. You
Arsenal
take out
definitely
Arsenal.
way ahead of the Knicks.
No, you take
Arsenal
out
delusional bums.
yeah, the Knicks. So I'll add the
No,
Knicks
no,
there. I'll
Knicks
keep
are
Arsenal.
smart.
So Yeah, sure they are. Yeah, you
Knicks fans are smart.
That's hilarious.
Knicks fans know
Yeah,
the history of
smart
basketball,
guys.
bro, more
Yeah,
than
you guys
any
know.
other fan.
You have to learn
Oh,
history because your anything you've won is in history, bro. And they haven't won anything recently. So,
yo, man, I'm not
but
gonna lie, you got
anyways,
you good there.
it
You
doesn't
got
really
cooked.
matter because when you're looking at a guy like Islam Makhachev, this guy is one of the best fighters of all time, and I think you have to start respecting this guy. He's just a fantastic fighter. And I was gonna say that the MMA fan base is so dumb because I've seen a trend recently on TikTok about when was people's first UFC events. Dude, I'm hearing people
it's
say
all
fucking
COVID. All
300.
COVID.
Bro, dude, I heard 300. I heard fucking Leon Edwards versus Usman. And these are the people that are trying to tell me how to
Yeah,
dictate fights. This is why you're on Twitter, and every time I see a fucking fight, it's a robbery. Dude, there was legit people thinking the fight against Islam Dustin was 2-2. Are you on drugs?
Bro, people thought that Volk beat Islam, bro. That's why.
It could have been 2-2.
And
No.
It could have been 2-2. A judge
Matt,
could have
what-
easily
what,
scored it
told
2-2.
you.
Dustin
I don't
A judge
care
could
what
have
a
scored it
judge is,
2-2.
'cause the
versus
judge-
Dustin.
I guarantee the same
Yes.
judge. Yeah,
Yeah, you're lying, bro.
he's a junkie. He's a fucking
Judge
junkie.
a judge
The
could have
same
scored
judge,
it
I guarantee
2-2.
you, was the same guy that gave fucking Paulo
And then he
Costa
would have
the
been
fight.
arrested.
I
Bro.
That was
guarantee he's
nuts.
one of them.
Gambling.
That
Yeah,
Paulo
that's
Costa
nuts, bro.
4-1 was nuts, bro. That was
And I
insane.
hate
The whole
I'm-
arena was like,
I'm
what?
sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. This shit now, bro, dude. Just
Do
because we
something
don't
about
see
it.
a lot of robberies in fucking, like for these main fights and things, even though we have seen a lot recently, dude. Do you know how many bad decisions we see?
Well, these
throughout a
guys lose
card?
all their
Even the
money.
prelims, lose all their monies. They finish their fucking life. They're done to this, and people don't give a fuck. But people say boxing's fucking rigged, right? Bitch, man. UFC's right there, bro. Right fucking there, bro. If someone wants to really point it out and tell you which in this, and we've seen it before, bro. We see Dominic Reyes right now recently get a win. Dude, he beat John Jones. I don't give a fuck. And look what happened to his career after that. It's fucked up. But people say about boxing, you know. I went on a little bit of a rant. But at the end of the day, shit like this happens, bro. That's when you let people that don't know what the fuck to do and judge. I mean, it is what it is. So
As one more thing I wanted to address. So obviously Caitlin Clark's been in the news, WNBA. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but Angel Reese came out and said something about. Hold up, let me quote it exactly. The reason why we are watching women's basketball is not just because of one person; it's because of me too, and I want you all to realize that. I will say this: I think Caitlin Clark has been getting a lot of hate, and it's weird to me. It's genuinely weird. But I will say people aren't giving someone like Angel Reese enough credit, because I do think when Angel Reese beat Caitlin Clark, that was everywhere. Now, do I think obviously Caitlin Clark is the main pull? Absolutely. That is the main pull, 100%. But you cannot discredit someone like Angel Reese. I think she's also one of those faces of the new era of the WNBA, and she deserves credit. She may not be as good as Caitlin Clark, maybe not even anywhere near her, some people say. But she is definitely, at the end of the day, this is a battle of promotion and a battle of marketing. And I think Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are nearly level. Definitely the popularity of the sport is rising. I think they're nearly level when it comes to marketability. But when it comes to the pull, the popularity of like people actually coming to stadiums, absolutely. People are coming to watch Caitlin Clark play.
Well, I don't think
basketball.
Caitlin Clark is that marketable. I mean, as a player,
No,
yeah,
she
you know,
has
being
the
as good
pull.
as she is.
She has the pull of
Because of
fans
how
wanting
good
to
she
watch
is,
good
but she's
basketball.
not marketable because she's kinda
Angel
like
Reese is
porn star.
marketable, but that's what I'm saying. Angel Reese
Sure.
is very marketable, and I think she does deserve her credit too. But I don't think it should come at the cost of hating on Caitlin Clark. I think she should be like, hey, it's both of us.
How is that Reese girl like marketable?
she is, bro. Come on.
She
After she beat
talks.
Caitlin Clark, it was massive. She was everywhere.
Well, a lot of people didn't like that.
Come on.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not a
They
big
don't like it 'cause
women's
they're mad.
basketball guy. I'm not a big women's basketball guy. I never even heard of Angel Reese before she fucking beat Clayton Clark in last year. I didn't really hear. I know she did that bullshit, the fucking thing that. I mean, shit like that is like, okay, whatever. I mean, trash talking
Oh,
like
yo,
that
6
happens in
fucking
basketball.
point game.
Okay, thank you. But we have life, right? So at the end of the day, it's I'm watching the WNBA because of Clay and Clark, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not watching no Chicago Sky
Clayton
game.
Clark.
You
Yeah,
can't even
is
say
that
her
her
name
name?
right, bro. Caitlin
Caitlin.
Clark.
Caitlin.
He's
Caitlin.
bad with all
Clayton.
names, by the way.
I'm really bad with all names.
Listen.
Mbappe.
You're
I
100%
never said
right.
that.
People are like just weird. Like you only said it.
Yeah, they're doing some weird shit. Even though I feel like I mean, when you look at LeBron when he came into the NBA, bro, there was a lot of hate on him too, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
for
his
sure.
own
I
teammates,
understand
there's
it.
videos of his own teammates saying, he's gonna have to earn his
fam.
way.
Yes.
Shit like that is part of basketball. And even
But-
though they're women, they're gonna see shit like that. I just think they kind of like overdo it a little bit. When that other chick from Chicago Fire like just pushed her randomly. Can't
Yeah,
do
that was
shit.
just weird,
Fucking
bro. That's what I'm
dumb.
talking about, though.
Fucking
That's
weird.
hater level. Like Caitlin
Yeah.
Clark is making the WNBA
Yeah.
massive. Like
Yeah.
if
This
we're
is the
being
first
honest, if
time
you
it's, like,
dive
to the
into
point.
it, that's not a successful league when it comes to money.
No,
And
of
at the end of the
course
day,
not.
that's what's important, right?
Of
Money.
course not.
No matter
Yeah.
how good they play, and I'll tell you this right now. I was at TST over the week, last week, the soccer
Right.
tournament in North
Yeah.
Carolina. Bro, the best soccer I saw was from the women's. And the
Right.
most fans in the stadium was the women, because in America they did women's soccer right. There's money in women's soccer in
Yeah.
America. There's no money in the WNBA. They don't got the fans. They don't got the
No, they don't.
marketability. Nothing.
They don't.
Well, now they do.
Now they do.
With
And
her.
now they're giving that up because they're like, I know the LeBron comparison, and it was in the back of my mind as well. If LeBron never existed, the NBA is still making mad money. A lot of money.
Because
You know what I mean? Don't get
Well,
me
this
wrong.
is kind
he
of like-
elevated it. But Caitlin
this could
Clark
be-
elevated it.
I think
Bro, this
what-
is more like
what-
Michael Jordan, bro.
This
No,
is
not
no,
even
this
Michael
is Magic
Jordan.
Johnson
Yeah.
and Larry Bird level.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
stuff.
Listen, even though I think Caitlin Clark is so much better than fucking Angel Reese, I don't think she's even that good. I think I've seen her stats. She's going like fucking 26% from the field as like a center. It's kind of ridiculous. But I think what they need to market it as their Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson is the reason why the league is where they are right now. They made the NBA popular. Jordan took the game to another level and made it global. That's the difference. And you need this to jumpstart the league, and I hope they can do it right.
Yeah, but
Because
that's
listen, it's great to have these
But
women
what
have
was-
that opportunities, make money for themselves. Because what are they making? They're making nothing, to be honest. And hopefully they.
what
can
was like
do
the
something.
turning point though to
Of what?
for it to like actually go global? What was the big thing?
I mean, obviously
In
Who, the
1992.
WNBA?
the Olympic team, no?
The dream team, right? When
Right.
they took Michael Jordan and well, not
Yeah.
took, but when they had Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and
Yeah.
all those guys,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you want to bring your and like there's been a whole talk about it. Like, hold on, I gotta see this. Oh my goodness. Anyways, bro, like, I would have brought her with the team, even though that she's not one of the best players in the world right now, and there's more deserving. I hear all that.
They didn't bring her, right?
They didn't.
They
but
did
like,
not.
bro,
Wow.
like you need
That's
to
crazy.
have fans outside of like fans in different countries.
Wow.
Coming
That
to
is
see Caitlin
crazy.
Clark. Maybe
She's
maybe
better
it is
than
a distraction, but they're gonna win anyway, bro. This is not like the like U.S. Team is cooking teams by 20 and stuff like that. so it's not
She's
close.
better than a couple players on there, but Tico, I
I don't know about
agree, and
that,
that's a massive point. I said a couple players on there. That's a massive point that I'm trying to make as well. I think Angel Reese, instead of criticizing Caitlin Clark, should come out and say, "Hey, me and her made this league." Say it. Be bold. Who cares? It's
Right.
the truth. Me and her are
Right.
growing the popularity. I think we should not say I think we should protect her because it was her teammate that did the pushing, and you know it's gonna be you're throwing her under the bus sort of thing. I think you come out and say, hey, Caitlin Clark is a great basketball player. I'm also a great basketball player, and I think our rivalry is gonna be a great one for many years to come. Boom, eyes on all the TVs right there. There's your Larry Bird. There's your Magic Johnson. Hopefully Angel, and I'm a fan of Angel Reese. I hope she's successful, and I hope Caitlin Clark is successful, and I hope the WNBA does good. Honestly,
I hope so.
So-
I mean, listen. I'm looking at videos from the Barclays Center for the New York Liberty games. This shit's packed.
I was
It's
looking at
packed.
it.
They're fucking. They
Best player in
like
the
that
world.
team.
bro, I'm
Brandon
not
Stewart.
joking.
For sure.
in
They
North-
like that team.
In North Carolina, the women's games were packed to the brim. When you had Nani playing on the field versus Aguero, it didn't even come close to the U.S. women's team. They played a team from Vancouver. which was great. Yo, those girls balled out. We talked to me and Albert talked to one of their like social media producers, who was a player who had a ACL tear. Great person.
Yeah, that's
Fucking, it was such an enjoyable game to be at. They played great, both sides. The team beat U.S. Women's, and the stadium was packed, loud.
Right.
Nani Aguero didn't even get that much attention. So, you
Probably
know,
don't even know who they is.
the fan base will be there. You just got to give them something. You know, you got to give them some quality entertainment.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think that's always been the case. I mean, if the product is not good, nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody's gonna really care about it. But it's improving. The WNBA. I see a lot of people now becoming more aware and becoming thinking about talking about these women and stuff like that. So it's good for them. I mean, listen, it's like I said before, it's more of an opportunity for them to at least make something, some sort of wealth from this, more financial stability. So it's amazing for them.
I think
Shout out Caitlin Clark. She's dope. She's dope.
I think now we can call it there and then go on to watch this game, because this game became close, bro. Ahmed went, it's over.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to
Ahmed
lock
went,
in
it's
right
over.
now.
Yeah. Anyway,
man.
thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.